and a Youth for Christ member. At this time, if you please please rise for Diego Cruz.
Lord, thank you for gathering us all here. We've all gathered here to watch these men play and fight for what they've worked so hard and diligent for. No matter the outcome of today's match, Lord, we pray that no injuries come upon those playing today's game. God, we pray over the band, dancers, cheerleaders, ROTC, and the amazing faculty that you keep them safe and they know how loved and appreciated they all are. Lord, we pray over all who have battled the breast cancer and that you have pulled them through it, Lord, because you save lives. I also pray that you help the loved ones of those who have lost through battles with cancer, that they don't lose hope and see that you are the best way to recovery, Lord. God, thank you for the protection you have had over Coach Wood, and thank you for keeping him safe and that he has a swift recovery. Lord, finally, I pray that all that are here today one day open their hearts to you, Lord, and give and devote their lives to you. Amen.
All right, now
H.B. Neild & Sons is proud to bring to you the Nederland Bulldogs at Denver Broncos. Charlie Jellin, Robert Reed, Sheffield Productions here with you, bringing Nederland Bulldog football to you live and free. Those are our two favorite words, live and free.
Yes, sir. Live and free right here, Sheffield Productions.
And but this is going to be a really good game, and unfortunately it's kind of a bounce back a little bit for the Nederland Bulldogs, as you got to see last week here on Sheffield Productions. A real tough loss against Texas City, but you go back and you look at that game on Sheffield Productions archive, and you can see flip two or three plays, and the Bulldogs get out of Texas City Stadium with a victory. That was a very, very close game, 14-2. I'm very proud of the Nederland defense because they were able to hold on and take on the best that one of those top offenses was. Texas City showed us some things through the air we had not seen before. A very fast secondary, unfortunately, was able to pick off several of our passes, but again, 14-2, and literally, take away that last second touchdown at the end of the first half, and it's a one-score game on each side. A couple of penalties did not go our way, and that cost us some points and things like that. But a lot of things to build on. We'll be talking to Monty Barrow here in a few minutes to give us some insight into how the team responded to this. Because, again, you remember last year they lost the first district game against Fort Neches Groves and then ran the table several rounds into the playoffs. So how did the team react? We're going to talk to Coach Barrow about that in just a second. Robert, tell us about the Dayton Broncos.
Well, and that's a good thing because we do get to play Dayton. We're not going to play the Denver Broncos, thank God. We are going to play the Dayton Broncos, and we're going to travel over to 90, and we expect a lot of Nederland fans to make the trip. And before I talk to Dayton, I did want to add, Charlie, it was so impressive to see the legion of Nederland fans that made the trip over to Texas City, because that's probably the longest road trip that we make this season. Now, in 2 weeks on a Thursday, October 28th, we do go to the Humble area to face one of the teams from Kingwood that's in our district. But this trip to Texas City, I thought was really good for the team. And again, before I start talking about Dayton, I do want to throw in that one of the things that I was really impressed with Nederland was how they shut down Texas City's running game, because Texas City has an excellent running attack. And I believe our man Ed Seymour, Pack Supply Moment here, Ed Seymour shared with us that they had around 35 carries on the evening for like maybe 79 yards. Now, folks, that's barely above 2 yards a carry, and this Texas City team was loaded. There were several college football players on the field, future college football players on the field for them, and quite a few scouts were in the stands to watch that game. But again, kudos to the Nederland Bulldog fans who showed up for that game, because at the very least, there were as many fans there for Nederland as there were on the home side for Texas City. So moving on to the Dayton Broncos. Now, the Dayton Broncos, they're not undefeated like Texas City. They're not in first place in their district, but they are 2-4 for the season. They're 1-2 in district play. And they have an excellent offensive team. If you review their stats, and they've been quite impressive. Their stats for the season, they have a quarterback by the name of Blaine Denton, and going through 5 weeks or 6 weeks of the season at 2-4, he is 98 completions at 169 attempts for 1,564 yards passing. That's pretty impressive at week 6 for a high school quarterback. And another noteworthy stat is he has 17 touchdown passes and 9 interceptions. They have a fairly good running game. They're more pass-oriented, more pass-heavy than run. They've got Davion Washington, a senior running back, number 1, has 370 yards rushing. He averages 5 yards a carry, and he has scored 4 touchdowns. And then they have another back who is number 18, Campbell, who's a junior. He has 227 yards rushing. He averages 6.7 yards a carry. That's pretty impressive. And on the receiving side, their main receiver is number 5, Ashton Garner, who is a senior. He has 36 receptions for 746 yards, and even more impressive, 20.7 yards per reception with 10 touchdown passes for the season. So they're going to be a test offensively. Defensively, they threw a shutout last week. They won their first district game 42-0 over Santa Fe, who we defeated 36-0, I believe, a couple of weeks ago. So we held them to a shutout as well. Santa Fe, I'm not sure they're quite a barometer for what you're going to face. They're unfortunately the team that's everybody's homecoming game this season. But Dayton, impressive offensively, but if you review their scores for the season, they've also given up a lot of points. So they are to be respected, that's for sure. Charlie, you being a former coach, you're aware of the history and tradition that they have over at Dayton. And for the fans that go to the game, they have a pretty nice stadium, and it will remind you a lot of the reservation. Super high, steep, plenty of seating on the home side. And if you plan to be at that game, you might want to get there a little bit early to get your seat on the visitor side. Not really small, but I guess somewhat similar to what we saw in Port Nations. But anyway, Charlie, I'm going to turn it back over to you. That may have ran a little overboard on the Dayton Broncos, but we expect to see an exciting game. We always like to see an offensive shootout, right?
Indeed, as long as we end up with one more point than the other guy. And Robert, again, is representing Houston as the Houston Astros are going into the championship now, the American League.
Fifth year in a row.
Fifth year in a row. That's good that we have 5 fingers. We can do that. Great game. And again, the Dallas Cowboys won last week. So, we almost had 3 for 3. 14-2 very easily could have been a Bulldog victory, but we're hoping that this next Friday coming in that we will be able to bring one home. Nederland is still on the quest for a district championship, and you can win district with 1 loss. We want to thank our game sponsor, HB Neild and Sons. Our halftime is going to be sponsored by several of our sponsors: Cruise Events, the Dowden Law Firm, Gentile Construction, Pack Supply, and Raising Cane's are all joining together to once again bring you halftime. And I love those words, live, free. It's almost like the state motto for New Hampshire is live free or die. I'm not into that third bit, but I do like the living free. So we'll be back in just a minute. We've got an interview with Coach Barrow, one of the athletes, and then some content from Nederland High School that we know you always enjoy.
85 years is a long time. When you take the level of pride in your craft that we do, it goes by quickly. And when you are dedicated to safely building the finest structures for the plants and refineries that keep our area thriving, you take it seriously. Thanks for 85 years. HB Neild and Sons, committed to the next 85 years and beyond.
Here's some news you can use. 5 Point Credit Union is extending the Getaway Cruise. That's right. People can't seem to get enough of our sun-filled, fun-filled offer. So we're keeping the Get a Loan, Get a Cruise party going full steam ahead until October 30th. Cruise in today for a great rate on a great loan. And then start planning for your 5-day, 4-night luxury cruise getaway from your friends at 5 Point. 5 Point Credit Union. You belong here.
athletic director, let's see, head football coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, Monty Barrow. Did I leave any out?
No, well, soon to be grandpa, so that's the
Well,
biggest one.
congratulations.
Thank
When's the due date?
Thank you. Middle of March.
A blue football or a pink football, or do we know yet?
We find out this Saturday.
Y'all got a reveal party going?
Yes, they do.
So we'll look to the west and see if there's a bright
Pink or
flashlight.
blue, yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's great, Coach. This last week, hard-fought game against Texas City, 14-2. I was very proud of the team. They did tremendous. What type of message did you give the kids after the game?
Well, we bragged on our defense for how I thought they played exceptional, kept us in the game, but after that, it's, we didn't dwell on Port Neches when we won that first district game, and that made our season. So, after a loss, that's not going to make or break our season either. Our goals are still in front of us. They're still attainable, and we went back to work Monday trying to achieve those.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game coming up here against the Dayton Broncos. 2-1 pass over rush for Dayton. That's not the Bronco team I recall from the past. They'd always just run around you, but these guys like to throw the ball.
Yeah, Coach Ware does a great job of getting you in formations, different formation every play. There's so many of them that you got to cover during the week that you don't get a chance to really concentrate on what they do the most of, and I think that's part of why they do that. Defensively, we don't get to see everything they do enough during the week probably, so we got to just know a little of everything they do, and then try to play like we can play defense on Friday night.
Yeah, your basic defense though is very adaptable to taking on a pass oriented team because you got those extra linebackers out there.
Yeah, and and then the D line can help that. If we can get pressure with that 3-4 man rush, then it allows us to have more of those guys in the back. And it's also going to help if we can run the football, which we weren't able to do last week, and that always helps every part of our game when we can do that.
Yeah, Texas City was shooting linebackers at y'all from all sorts of different directions. The O-line had a little bit of trouble there, but they had some glimpses, some good shots.
Yeah, they did. And in the fourth quarter, you become one-dimensional when you're down 2 and the clock's working against you. So that's not good when you're going up against a team like Texas City. They're just letting their ears back and coming forward. So we got to be able to stay in a posture where we can run or throw the football.
And the Broncos, they score a lot of points, but they give up a lot of points too. Is the offensive group kind of licking their chops right now?
Well, no, not the way we played, and that's the way it's always been for us. It's about us. I don't think we can be happy with the way we played this past week. Not taking anything away from Texas City, they had a lot to do with that. But I think just schematic wise, I think Dayton looks at that video and sees some things maybe they can implement, but. We got to play better offensively no matter who we're playing.
How's the injury outlook? I saw a couple of guys right there at the end of the first half have to get carted off. How are they looking?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of them they've been going through practice. I'm not sure if they'll be 100% Friday, but these kids are tough kids that want to be on the field. So any way they can be out there, they'll be there.
Next man up, huh?
That's it.
Coach, appreciate it. And again, congratulations on Saturday, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Regardless of your wedding plans, formal tuxedos, or informal suits, everyone is $40 off. Only at Ortiz Formal Wear in Nederland. Before you choose your tux styles or vest colors, register your wedding or special event today.
Download the Pizza Inn Rewards app and get special offers as well as a free birthday dessert. All pizzas are hand-prepared with the finest ingredients. As Donnie Broussard says, pizza for breakfast is healthier than you think. Baked fresh since 1958. Donnie Broussard's Pizza Inn, Port Neches. Since 1985, Sheffield Productions has been the videographer of choice in Southeast Texas. Important family events, including recitals, local drill teams, and airing sports on all our local channels, as well as Fox Sports Southwest. All created with an artist's eye. Contact Mike through the Sheffield Productions website to preserve your next memory. Sheffield Productions.
Standing here with Kendon Fuselier, the Whataburger Player of the Game from Mid-County Madness. Kendon, that scoop six was really impressive to watch. 70 yards down the sideline. What was going through your mind during that play? What?
Key Club is a nationwide, student-led high school organization. Key Club members make the world a better place through service. In doing so, we grow as individuals and as leaders by answering the call to lead and developing the heart to serve. Student members of Key Club serve their communities by cleaning up parks, collecting clothing, and organizing food drives. Key Club has meetings on Thursday mornings in the PAC. Join NHS Key Club today.
The NHS Athletic Department takes pride in its commitment to excellence by providing various athletic opportunities to our students in a safe and encouraging environment. We strive to empower our athletes to become responsible teammates, respectful competitors, and gracious champions through positive coaching and promotion of good sportsmanship.
The National Honor Society elevates a school's commitment to the values of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Today, it is estimated that more than 1 million students participate in National Honor Society. Chapter membership not only recognizes students for their accomplishments, but challenges them to develop further through active involvement in school activities and community service. Ask about National Honor Society today.
Hey, what's going on? It's Nathan here with S2S.TV.
So what do you think happens when you die? What's on the other side?
I believe that you're just watching people below.
That is what you're putting your hope in. And that's what Jesus is. He is our parachute. When are you going to put your trust in it? When?
Now, S2S.TV, Seek to Save Ministries, the function, number one, is to reach the lost. That's our function. We're going to do it.
Since 1985, Sheffield Productions has been the videographer of choice in Southeast Texas. Important.
Regardless of your wedding plans, formal tuxedos, or informal suits, everyone is $40 off. Only at Ortiz Formal Wear in Nederland. Before you choose your tux styles or vest colors, register your wedding or special event today.
Download the Pizza Inn Rewards app and get special offers as well as a free birthday dessert. All pizzas are hand-prepared with the finest ingredients. As Donnie Broussard says, pizza for breakfast is healthier than you think. Baked fresh since 1958. Donnie Broussard's Pizza Inn, Port Neches.
I'm sorry, 936-336-8745 for free auto, home, or life insurance.
It better be. Y'all ready? We're ready. Okay.
We're ready.
I've been talking to y'all for a while.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Broncos Stadium. Charlie Gell and Robert Reed with you. We are sitting in the stands, Robert, watching the Bulldogs run in.
And here they come on the field. Both the Colts. The Broncos uniforms look like the Indianapolis Colts unis, exact replica, and they're really sharp looking, by the way.
Yeah,
and then, of course, the Bulldogs in their white jerseys, black pants, gold helmets, looking sharp.
Very sharp. We just had some rainstorms go through here. A little bit of a cold front. We're kind of looking forward to that. Right now, the humidity's a little high. I apologize. I was running a little late. I went to Denver. I thought we were playing the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, and then you come all the way back here to beautiful Dayton, Texas, right here on Highway 90. Nice, easy drive over from Nederland. And we got another good following that came over. They drove through the rain on 90, made it over here. And, we've got some showers come and go. But anyway, Charlie, we're looking forward to a really exciting offensive contest tonight. That's what it probably will be if everything holds up. But we're also about to begin our national anthem.
The flag will be presented. Looks like a ROTC unit over on the left-hand side of the field, which will be the west side.
At this time, please rise.
We will be quiet for the
to the center of the field for the presentation of the colors for tonight's game. Presenting the colors for tonight's game, led by retired USMC Chief Warrant Officer 3 Ronald Tash and retired USMC First Sergeant Roy Matthews. Please welcome the Broncos Battalion Marine Corps Junior ROTC. Presenting the National Ensign, Cadet Corporal Crystal Lane. Presenting the Marine Corps Flag, Cadet Sergeant Emily Curley. The National Ensign Rifle Bearer, Cadet Private First Class Mia Oliveras. The Marine Corps Rifle Bearer, Cadet Private First Class Sarah Penaloza. Ladies and gentlemen, we remind you to remain standing at attention until the colors have been retired. Following the performance of our national anthem, gentlemen, we ask now that you please remove your hats. Thank you for your cooperation. And now, the national anthem.
Working on camera.
Thank you, Kevin Heckerman and the Bronco Band.
What a fantastic job there for the Dayton High School.
I appreciate it.
And we do want to point out to our fans the quality of our live webcast right now is not to our stadium. Unfortunately, the Dayton Football Stadium is not equipped to provide us internet for this broadcast. We are on one of our hotspots. Unfortunately, in this area, the towers are not as strong as we want to be. Please bear with us. Our archive game, Robert, the one that we put on Sheffield Productions, in the near future will be in high definition quality, the ones that quality that you come to expect.
Go. Tell them go.
And and whenever we're home, as we will be next week,
right.
We're able to plug into these directions. All about the internet. What you see in the archive is quality that Sheffield prides itself on. We spend a lot of money on these cameras.
Right. And I want to stress, too, that no matter who would be covering this game, it would be a live stream challenge for anybody. most of the people who are tuning into us, they're from this area, so you know that the Dayton Liberty area is a bit remote, and we don't have the cell phone towers that you do in our area, or definitely in Baytown, Houston, Conroe area. So it is what it is, but we hopefully
We're live.
we're live, we're free. That's the key word. That's what we want to bring to you, live and free. Because if you were paying $10.99 for this on pay-per-view, you would be getting the same quality. So not making excuses, just being real. Go ahead, Charlie.
Okay, captains meeting into midfield today. Captains are Ashton Garner, Cameron Cooper, and Cameron Willis. And looks like the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch. Okay, let's see. They're going to be receiving.
And Nederland's captains.
Nederland won the toss, but deferred to the second half, so the Broncos will start the game.
And getting to know the Broncos, number 5, Ashton Garner, number 10, Cameron Willis, and number 8, Cameron Cooper. So as we get ready to watch the game, just to briefly tell you about the Broncos, in case you didn't hear our pregame show. Broncos coming to this game, they have 2 victories. They won last week in Santa Fe, 41-0. Their other victory came over Goose Creek Memorial. They also have 4 losses on the season. They lost 58-34 opening week, 45-20 week 1, 145-7 week 3, lost 52-21 against Crossville September 24th, lost to PNG 42-35 in Port Neches, won last week 41-0. Point being, they have a lot of offense, but a lot of points have been scored on their defense as well.
Carter Pelletier will kick, and Ashanti Allen back to receive.
36-0. So as we get ready for the kickoff, look for what we think will probably be an offensive shootout here, Charlie. Here we go.
Carter Pelletier kicking off from the left hash, straight down the hash, going to be taken at the 10-yard line by C.J. Hubert. C.J. is tackled, tripped up at the 22-yard line. Starting lineup of the Newton defense. A little bit of difference here. Playing free safety tonight. Nolan White intercept a bunch of passes to get to play free safety. Left corner is going to be Ken Fusilier. Right corner, Travis Roman. Star back is Katie Gonzalez. Bandit is Nash Leonard. Mike and Sam are Gage Driscoll and Jace Beck. Defensive end is Landon Capewood and Jacob Coates. Tackle is Dugat and Mason Mills.
And coming out for the Broncos, their quarterback, here are the numbers to look for. Look for number 7. He's got some good stats. His name is Blaine Dick. He's a senior, 5'10", 180 pounds. And right off the bat, the Broncos toss the ball to lateral to their running back, number 5. And it is immediately intercepted by the Bulldogs.
Nolan White.
Nolan White on that interception. What a way to start the game for the Bulldogs.
Nolan White was put back in free safety because he has a long ability.
He ran it inside all the way into the 17-yard line, was picked off around the 40-yard line, and there was good pressure on the running back who threw the ball. The Bulldogs were immediately on that pass, and that's why that pass was so underthrown.
Starting off is Bruce Hart, quarterback, Mason Beresford back from injury, running back. Dominic Stinson, Kendall Fusilier, wide receiver. Noah King, wide receiver. We'll get the ups in just a minute. First down and 10. Broussard hands off to Beresford. Beresford dodges up the middle. He gets inside to the 10-yard line. He's still running. And that's a rugby scrum. Look at that. Lines pushing on each other.
That'll set up second and short for the Bulldogs.
Starting offense for Newland, Reed Barrow, slot. Now they run out. Holden Raiders. Louis Smith, Jack Gabriel, Yards, Ricky Johnson, Michael Marshall, at tackle.
And Beresford comes out.
Simpson is in number 7. We got 2 receivers to the right. Fusilier by himself to the left. You can see that Fusilier's double coverage is taking so much away from him by putting 2 people on him all the time. Broussard, quarterback keep to the left. He's going to dodge forward, get the first down. It looks to be at the 6-yard line.
Broussard
See where the mark is.
Keeper. Brings up
I want to thank our buddies from Boston, Rasco, bringing us our normal pregame first quarter stuff.
And I really appreciate that because we have to supply our man Ed. We have to keep him watered. We have to keep him oiled up and ready to go. And he definitely is our great friend, Mr. Britt from the Boston.
Taco Ray is a family legacy on Nederland Avenue. A committed cheerleader for all things Southeast Texas. Famous tacos, addicted salsa and queso, dine-in, takeout, or catered. It's all here and more. Taco Ray.
Look at that. That's called a takes two hands burger. Fresh 100% beef stacked high with melted cheese, hand-chopped veggies, and everything else you could possibly ask for. Yep, that's your Whataburger, made exactly the way you want it. Because sometimes, you gotta take matters into your own hands. What a burger. Just like you like it.
Indy Bronco number 75. That's Eric Rosales. Able to walk off the field. Third down and short. Fumble snap. Broussard gets on and he's trying to move the ball forward, but the fumble snap may have cost that. It was third down and about a foot to go. Let's see where it's marked. Referees are saying fourth down. Fourth down. Let's see what the decision is now.
Defense.
They just set up the ball snap. Nothing caused it. It's not Broncos.
Two receivers to the right. Now three extension goes over there. Broussard by himself in the backfield. Now they're going to triple over, but moving the tackle to the far side there. Broncos did not adjust. Broussard has the first down. And he almost got in. He tackled the 2-yard line.
I like that call too, Joe.
But that's good for a Bulldog first down.
They didn't see the beat behind those two big tackles. Great move.
Yeah, Denver, I said it.
It's okay.
They defense did not respond to the shift.
You're making me want to go to Denver. I've never been there.
Beautiful. Yeah. About 31 degrees.
Love it.
From the shotgun, Broussard hands off to Beresford, trying to get around the right end. He's in. Touchdown.
And that was good.
I'm not mistaken. I did it again.
That's all right. You and Brittany Spears, y'all keep doing it again.
Ended Fusilier with that first touchdown. 9-12.
Two-time Whataburger player of the game for the season. And the Bulldogs are on the board quickly because, Charlie, we still have 9 minutes and 12 seconds left in this game. So that's a quick strike.
No one picked up the hold for Terry to kick the extra point.
Extra point on the way, and it is good. So the Bulldogs take an early lead with 9 minutes and 12 seconds left. They're up 7-0. Let's go to this commercial.
Bulldogs 7, Broncos 0.
Since 2002, the Courtyard has been the go-to place for special events in Jefferson County. Karen Tice can host your wedding, shower, or banquet at her spacious facility, or will cater at your location. It's time to visit the Courtyard on Lincoln in Groves. Pelletier from the other hash doing the angle kick.
Any fair catches and fair caught there by number 13, Braylon Cook, a junior for the Broncos. He fair catches the ball at the 35-yard line. Hey, I'll say this. We may be sitting in the stands right in front of the press box. This is the best view I've had all season of the game. I actually like this, and I like sitting up here with the stands. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
And, being the fans of sports that we are, Charlie, I mean, you and I have watched several games in the past where baseball games are called from the outfield. And it's so much fun,
Oh, yeah.
So I'm
right in the middle of the fans.
If you think you put a damper on our game, you did not. I'm enjoying this thoroughly. It's nice weather, too, after that rain. Anyway, handoff goes to number 1, Davion Washington. He's the number 1 back for the Broncos. He gains 5 yards to the 40-yard line. And I was going to tell you earlier, some numbers are coming out with the Broncos during this game. Watch the young man who just got the ball, Davion Washington. He's their leading back. Of course, their quarterback, he's having a good season. 17 touchdown passes, only 9 interceptions. Let's say only 9. Blaine didn't, and now we're at 2nd and 5. They stay in the spread formation. And handoff again goes to Davion Washington. He's going to get a lot of carries.
Chase Beck is tackled in both plays. It looks like he does have a first down out of the 44-yard line. And they're just spreading out the defense and letting their 4 offensive linemen move out those 4 down linemen that the Nederland Bulldogs have on the line.
And to let you know the kind of game that I'm suspecting, even though they committed the turnover and the Bulldogs took advantage of it, which is a great thing to see. This is going to be a back and forth game. It's not going to, if the Broncos slow down, it's because they're committing turnovers. But when they do, like you got 2 downs right here, they got 10 yards.
They firmly believe, Dayton does, that they should have beat P&G in that big shootout.
Yes.
Oh, great tackle. They forced
yet.
it back, and now they're in the backfield, hopefully, but that's a great run there by number 1 just to get back to the line.
I know he gained no yards, but yet he probably ran about 8 yards on that play, just going from
should have been knocked down in the backfield.
Exactly,
Watch this.
tackle for loss. Good replay. And I actually thought his knee hit the ground there, but it didn't.
Yeah, Joseph Dugat hit him and I thought got him down. But a good play there by the defensive tackle. Our Whataburger player of the game last year or last week.
Yes. So would you call number 1 kind of a Whataburger type style back there? At least it showed a little bit of that right there.
And I did not see a flag hit the ground, but the referees are having a discussion. I don't know if they're thinking that maybe that knee was down. Got it marked for a 1 yard loss.
That's what I was thinking. We got Ed over here trying to figure out, did that guy get back to the scrimmage? It's a 1 yard loss. What am I marking this down as?
Yeah, because I don't see a flag anywhere. And the clock is malfunctioning. The game clock, I think that may be the problem. They're trying to get the game clock.
Yeah, that's it, because when the Bulldogs scored a touchdown, I believe there was 9 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first quarter. And now the game clock here at Broncos Stadium is saying now it's down to 10. Okay, they're going to.
And now it's going up. The time is coming back.
So do we have more time to get counted off than what we thought?
Yeah, because 9-12, like you say, was the
that's what it said. Yeah, that's what it said.
And that would have been about right because it's 12-minute quarters.
So we're going to take a little bit to get this straightened out. This is a good shot of our scoreboard to show what's going on
the clock
here at Broncos Stadium. I was mentioning some other numbers to keep an eye on. Make sure you watch number 5, Ashton Garner. He is the number 1 receiver for the Broncos. He is averaging 23 yards per reception on the season.
Another spread formation, solo quarterback there.
Trips right.
Lane Denton.
And he goes out right to number 1, Davion Washington. And Washington's still on the ground.
I'll tell you what, he is a hard runner.
He's tough to tackle.
Mason Menace had a hold of him, and he spun away.
He's a senior. He's 5'8", 185 pounds.
This looks well defensed.
Yes, it does. I mean, they got 3 guys there.
Watch him just spin away.
Yeah. And he just, he's one of those running backs, like the coaches always say, hey, keep moving. And when you looked at that play right there, his feet were moving constantly. He didn't go down. So the old, like Charlie knows, form tackle, that's how you got to bring this guy down.
3rd down and 7, 4 receivers to the left now.
Denton rolls to the left, now drops back, throws the ball out to number 10, Cameron Willis, and he is tackled at the 49-yard line.
Caden Gonzalez up to make that stop, and It is right at midfield. It brings up fourth down for Dayton.
It looks like it's going to be about 4th and 3 for the Broncos. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. Yeah, right in the middle of the field at the 50-yard line. First down marker is at the 46.
They've got a pretty good punter. He averages about 40 yards, and if they want to try and pin the Bulldogs back, they may try it. But the offensive staff,
they're out on the field. Denton's on the field. Davion Washington is on the field. Davion Washington is a lot bigger than 5'8", 185.
Yes, he does.
At least taller anyway. He looks about 185. And Blaine Denton looks taller than 5'10". Denton gets the snap, steps back. The pass is incomplete. Ball's going to turn over to the Bulldogs. The pass is intended for number 15, who stopped, actually number 16, Isaac Ramirez.
Yeah, that was just a nice out pattern. I mean, against single coverage, he's going to be open, but good time and pattern, but had a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. So Nederland takes over at their own 50 with their second possession of the game.
You got time, Mike. And they're breaking
So what we could see here is if Nederland gets, they got 50 yards to go to score. They get up 14-0 early in the first quarter on Dayton. This game might get out of hand quickly. Nederland, again, they have the defense to slow the Broncos down. They showed that last week, even though they lost 14-2. Can't emphasize enough. They held Texas City. I think Ed was reminding me, 35 carries, like 79 yards.
Broussard.
Yeah.
Hands off to Bryson Bryant, 32, gets 8 yards and then suddenly goes 2 yards backward. But that's a good, strong run by the junior, Bryson Bryant.
They're giving them 7 yards on that carry. Ball's being marked at the 43.
Yeah, but look at where his forward progress is.
Right.
Now, he does hit a wall right here. Boom. Okay.
That was a form tackle.
Yeah, that was a very good tackle. Yeah. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Kendon Fusilier by himself on the left, and he's got 2 defenders staring at him. Just like last week against Texas City, they're double-teaming the Bulldog star receiver. Bryant stays in. He's at right halfback. Broussard drops back. He's got a guy wide. Oh, he had a guy wide open there, and it is caught by Noah Kendrick, number 13. There were 2 Bulldogs over there, and Noah went and took it away from Preston Day Serrano.
I like the way that even though you saw me in wide open, he was rolling out to the right. He still found his man wide open in Kendrick. I like this catch too here by Kendrick.
Yeah, watch Noah step in front of Preston.
Yeah, I mean, and it just reached right over the arms.
Yeah, Reed Barrow. I'm sorry, number 4. Too many receivers in the coverage there. But for a moment, they had the post wide. I mean, the streak wide open on the right hand side.
3 receivers to the left for the Bulldogs.
One of them is Fusilier. Quick screen pass over to Reed Barrow. Barrow steps out of bounds, close to a first down. They'll mark him about 2 yards short at the 23-yard line. Make it the 24 for Dayton.
Every play on this drive is a positive yard. It started out at the 50, and they're already at, I believe, the 24-yard line. They're moving the ball quickly.
Deuces now, 2 receivers to each side. No tight end on this formation. Bryson Bryant stays in at right halfback. Broussard out of the shotgun. Luke Broussard, 2-time Whataburger player of the game. Like to throw that in.
I like that too.
And we will be mentioning that, picking that one here in fourth quarter. Bryson Bryant dodges outside, gets the first down right at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Nederland.
Stop the clock and move those chains forward.
Good block downfield there by Noah Kendrick on the second line. Made that play for Bryson.
Nice blocking there by the offensive line because he had a hole to run through, and the clock starts running again. We're inside 7 minutes and 20 seconds here in the first quarter, and the scoreboard clock is correct. Bulldogs are moving the ball at will right now.
Staying in deuce now. Bryson Bryant and currently on the left side of Luke Broussard. That gives you 3 receivers to this wide side. There goes Bryant. He's in motion. He faked the quick pass. Broussard reloaded. He's got a guy open in the back end zone, but that's a little too far there. And that was Kendon Fusilier.
When I saw Kendon out here to the left, I was kind of feeling for a little Tony Romo-ish here. I was about to say, let's think they're going to hit and go for Fusilier. I guess I should have said it to make myself look good.
He was well covered down there.
Yeah,
would have had to take a little bit more air under that ball, get more of an angle coming down.
But the reason why I'm saying that is because when you look at these deuces out left and right,
Yeah.
they got single coverage.
They got single coverage, and that's the purpose.
Kindon.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought, if they're going to go ahead and single cover him,
Yeah.
let's get the ball to him right now. But, he had to throw it out the end zone because number 3, C.J. Hubert, who's a junior, did a decent job of covering him. We got a timeout on the field.
We got a timeout here. A little bit of confusion on the offense, so we will take a break. We will back in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget Chicken Express is comfort food at its best. Fried chicken.
Cater your important event with our full menu. Schedule an appointment with our catering consultant and serve the finest barbecue or our other specialties to your guests. We always treat you like family. Are you hungry? Supporting the Bulldogs, Billy Joe's Barbecue.
Hey football fans, I'm Enrique from James Carpenter Agency in Port Neches. I can truly say that our team will treat your family like our own. So if you want to experience it, come by the office, 3154 Sabin Lane, Suite B. You don't want to miss it. Have a great night.
Since 2002, the Courtyard has been the go-to for special events in Jefferson County. Karen Tice can host your wedding, shower, or banquet at her spacious facility, or will cater at your location. It's time to visit the Courtyard on Lincoln in Groves. Longtime source for needle and football. Our buddies Harold Mann and Nick Ewing, who are right behind us in the air conditioning, cover all the Bulldogs action live on 560 AM. So listen to them in your car. When you have a webcast, you can listen to us live. We're both friends. We work together on this. Listen to KLVI on your iHeart app for the latest news, sports, and weather. News Talk Radio AM 560, KLVI. Bryson Bryant on the trap play. Goes wide right. He cuts back. He's going to be tackled inside the 10-yard line. Good play there. It's an apparent first down, but referees say there's a flag on the play at the 22. Let's see what Mr. Whitehat says.
Yeah, I think that's our first flag of the evening, too.
Holding called against the offense.
Now to come back.
So unfortunately, that will change things there. Penalty being marked off against the Bulldogs. Takes them back to the 30-yard line, so we will have a second down and 20 to go. Nederland trying to build on a 7-0 lead. Intercepted the first play of the game. Dayton threw a halfback option pass, and Nolan White came down with the interception.
The entire game they've been on Dayton's side of the field, so they've been set up well.
Low snap to Broussard. Got a guy open on the slant. That is Reed Barrow. Barrow gets it to the 16-yard line, and he's going to be tackled there. Those are the type of patterns that were open last week, even against Texas City. Texas City was very conscious of the speed Nederland had and took away the deep ball, but all the underpasses were open. Great throw there by Luke Broussard. Barrow gets it, puts his head down. It's going to be a third down, and it looks like 7 yards to go. Staying in the deuces. Broussard now looks for the audible. They make the audible change. Bryant at right halfback. Broussard looks to pass. Got a slant open. It's over the head of number 20, Carter Smith. Smith had the quick post pattern. And it's just over his head, brings up fourth down for Nederland.
That was a little scary because there was a couple of passes like that last week that were intercepted, unfortunately. But Dayton doesn't capitalize on that the way that the Stingrays did last week.
Carter Pelletier is setting up at the 24-yard line. That'll be a 34-yard field goal attempt. He has the leg for it.
And he's in a good position. Good placement on the field.
Noah Kendricks, your holder.
Camera shot here. The kick is up, and the kick
is good. 5:40 in the first quarter left. Nederland built it to a 10-0 lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
Years is a long time. When you take the level of pride in your craft that we do, it goes by quickly. And when you are dedicated to safely building the finest structures for the plants and refineries that keep our area thriving, you take it seriously. Thanks for 85 years. H.B. Neild and Sons, committed to the next 85 years and beyond.
Hey, welcome back to Broncos Stadium. Guys, real quick, let me talk about my friends at East Texas Lube on 1901 Magnolia in Port Neches. They're veteran and locally owned. Hey, get your oil change, get your state inspection, get your fuel filter. They're open Monday through Saturday. East Texas Lube. Come see them and go Bulldogs.
Carter Pelletier's kick is taken by C.J. Hubert, and he's got some action over here on the right-hand side. It's going to be steps out of bounds at about the 28, and a late flag is thrown in there. But I don't know who it's going to be on because both teams were getting kind of running into each other out of field of play. We'll watch
Good
the
replay right here because he's heading left, and they're setting the play up to the left. He breaks it out to the right, and he's just moving. Got a little bit, and clearly hit late out of bounds.
But who's going to get the penalty because the Bulldog was blocked into him by the Dayton player. There are two flags on the play, so they may be discussing things. Block in the back is being called against Dayton.
Oh, boy.
And I agree with that because that's the only reason the returner got hit in the out of bounds was the other guy was hit in the back and knocked into him. So the referees this week have done a good job. Let's watch it one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
Nice kickoff there by Pelletier. He's fired up after that field goal.
Yeah.
Watch it here on the side of the screen.
Yeah. He's clearly.
So the ball is going to be spotted at the 18-yard line of Dayton. Again, they're staying in the Dayton side of the field there. Broncos break the huddle. They have three receivers on the left-hand side. Blaine Denton, their leading quarterback, great passer. They have 2-to-1 passing yards over rushing yards.
We got a fake handoff.
Oh, it's tipped up in the air and caught in the air
by number 21,
Donovan Arebo.
Senior, 6'3", 180. He's a big target out there on the field. But, wow, talk about good fortune because usually when that happens, you're expecting an interception. But good fortune for the Broncos. That gets the ball all the way up to the 24-yard line. They picked up about 4 yards on that play, but it's better than what could have happened.
Arebo's their second leading receiver, I think, also.
So 2nd and 6 for the Broncos.
And they're in down.
Back, and now he's looking for number 5, their leading receiver, and that is caught.
And that is a beautiful touch pass. Yes. You can't take that away from him.
Ashton Garner, great touch pass, good route, and that's a first down. That's what Dayton's been doing all season right there at the 47-yard line. As Charlie was mentioning earlier, they had their moments against P&G, and we know that P&G is a talented team. That game was settled by 42-35. That was a back and forth offensive battle. And anyway, the Broncos do have a first down there at the 47-yard line. Denton is back in their spread formation. He fakes the handoff and throws over the middle with a crash.
And the referee was the one who blocked it.
Between 16, Isaac Ramirez, and a referee who is not wearing a Nederland Bulldog helmet. But you know what, Charlie? The officials, they're part of the field.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be a penalty.
He ducked as soon as he saw the ball was coming toward him, but the pass was wide open, that little quick slant with safety Nolan White playing very deep. He's 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and that quick slant was wide open.
Yeah, Denton showed his arm there because the pass was there. Yeah. He's got some good velocity on his passes.
He throws a frozen rope.
Yes, he does.
That's a great arm he's got there. Nederland's trying to put pressure on him, but it's all about timing now.
And the handoff goes to their leading back, number 1, Davion Washington. And Davion gets the ball across the 45-yard line. It's going to be marked about right there at the 45-yard line for the Broncos.
Gage Driscoll goes in and takes him low. And Kaywood takes him high, and they end up bending him backwards. But it is going to be third down, and looks like a long 7 yards to go.
Yes, it does. And, of course, they run a similar offense to the Bulldogs. They're looking to the sidelines for the play. They don't huddle. And but definitely look for them to pass. They got three receivers to the left. They've got a lone back in the backfield, Deion Washington. Lane Denton receives the snap. He's looking to his right. He throws it to his running back, Davion Washington. That's a loss. That's a loss of about 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, the defensive end, and Landon Kaywood was the one in coverage there, and he just pushed Washington out of bounds.
And you would have thought they would have been looking. You would have thought they'd have been looking to the left, but anyways, fourth down. Their punt team is not coming on the field.
Wow.
And now they're coming on the field.
Yeah.
So this time they are going to punt the ball because last time they gave it to Nederland, they got 3 points out of it, and they're looking at 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first quarter, and they're already down 10-0. So they don't want to give Nederland a chance to have the ball again.
Fusilier
or
dropping
at least
back.
not in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Fusilier's dropping back to return. Rest of the Bulldogs are watching for a possible fake pass out of this.
And they kick the ball to the left side of the field. I had a feeling they were going to keep it away from Kendon. That's actually not a bad play at all. Good punt. Punt goes all the way down to the 10-yard line. That worked out very well for the Broncos. So the Bulldogs will be taking over at the 10-yard line on their side of the field for the first time this evening. And we're going to go to this commercial break. We'll be right back after hearing from one of our fine sponsors.
Oh, and they've got him. He's trying to get out of the backfield there, and he's going to be tackled for a small loss there. That's Mason Beresford. Didn't have much chance there. They were trying to sweep to the left, and the Dayton Broncos were all over that one.
How about in just a minute, we're going to tell you about another one of our friends who helps us bring this game to you live and free. And remember, this game tonight is being sponsored by our good friends at HB Neal.
Second down and 10. Monty Barrows actually at the 13, waving in signals there. Luke Broussard drops back. He's got a guy open. A little bit of a low throw there, unfortunately, under the arms of Noah Kendrick.
Hey, Charlie, let's talk about Tri-City Exterminating Company. Gene and Jason Albritton are your certified and licensed applicators. Since 1983, our mission is to protect your family, pets, and home from pests. We are a family-owned and operated local business located at 3344 Spurlock in Nederland. You can count on us for quality professional service at an affordable price. We service both commercial and residential properties. Free estimates and 24-hour answering service. Call 409-724-BUG. That's 409-724-2843. Ask about one of our 1-year ant control service. Tri-City Exterminating.
Broussard drops back. He's under pressure. He's going to be sacked at the 3-yard line as the Broncos were all over him with their pass rush there.
And that sack was completed there by number 10, Cameron Willis. Also number 14, Trace Owens in on that play. That is the most positive defensive play for the Broncos tonight so far.
Fourth down from the 3-yard line. Nederland's going to be punting. Kendon Fusilier is the leading district punter right now. And he's always dangerous as far as getting that leg into it. He's done some punts well over 40 yards. Dropping deep for the Broncos, C.J. Hubert seems to be their designated returner on both kickoffs and on this first punt.
Standing at the 35-yard line, he takes the ball at the 44 on a fair catch. That's pretty good field position for the Broncos. Let's see if they can do something with that.
And we do want to remind our fans watching, unfortunately, the Dayton Football Stadium is not equipped to provide us internet access for this broadcast. So we're using one of our hotspots, and unfortunately, we don't have enough bars. So the quality of this live webcast is a little bit below our normal standards. But you can be assured when you look on the Sheffield Productions archive in a few days and see this game, you will see it in its HD quality, just like we're seeing it right now from the bleachers at Broncos Stadium.
Broncos lining up at the 43-yard line. First and 10, Blaine Denton is their quarterback. Number 7, He hands off to number 1, Davion Washington, who has plenty of daylight, gets the ball all the way over to the 30-yard line. That's about a 13, 14-yard pickup for the Broncos and a 1st and 10.
Yeah, Nolan White, the free safety, has to come up and make the stop. A great line player there by Dayton was able to break him free, and the Broncos quickly to the line. There's a wide receiver to the far side that nobody's on, and they didn't see him.
Davion Washington does take the ball and breaks out to the left. He picks up another 5 yards on the play. So second down, the Broncos have come out. They're moving the ball. We are inside 1 minute and 40 seconds in the first quarter, and we got a Bronco down on the field.
Watching it here on the replay, you can see that wide receiver at the top side no one was on him.
They just
within 15 yards.
No.
Injury timeout on the field.
With nearly half a decade of
experience, Daniel Cruz has worked on building his own business while supporting local businesses within our community. Make it something beautiful. Cruz Events. At Cruz Events, our event planning and design team set the bar high. We specialize in weddings, corporate events, class reunions, baby showers, and more. We don't just think outside the box, we turn the box upside down. With nearly half a decade of experience, Daniel Cruz has worked on building his own business while supporting local businesses within our community. Make it something beautiful. Cruz Events.
We're back live at Broncos Stadium here in Dayton, Texas. We had an injured player, number 75, was down on the field, and he was getting earlier. 75, Eric Gonzalez, who's a sophomore.
Second down and 5.
Denton hands off again.
Wow.
Plenty of room for Davion Washington. He gets the ball all the way up to the 10-yard line. And that was a pickup of 15 yards. So if it's inside the 10, it's going to be 1st and goal. Looks like 1st and goal for the Broncos.
Free safety Nolan White was the only one between him and the end line.
Second big gainer for Davion Washington on this drive. And the Broncos are now doing something. This is what we talked about before the game and even during the first quarter. They can be explosive on offense. Handoff again goes, fake by Denton. He goes around left. He picks up about 3 yards on the play. He's at the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Broncos at the 7-yard line.
Johnny Torres and several other Bulldogs in there on the stop, but you see the big defensive tackle there brings him down along with Caden Gonzalez.
Big play here at 2nd and 7. See if they can get it any closer. Again, it is 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line, so they need to do something. They're down 10-0.
Yeah,
it looks like we're going to run into the end of the first quarter. So as we approach the end of the first quarter, we're going to turn it back over to our production crew and hear from one of our fine sponsors. We'll be right back from Dayton live.
Scoreboard. We have students of the week.
Baubles and Bliss, your one-shop happy place, offering women's clothing and accessories small through 3X. Also, youth sizes for our little Blissonistas. Kim and Amber will keep you looking your best. Watch the live videos, join the Facebook group, and download the app.
Bond.
Ten to nothing, Nederland going into the second quarter, taking a long walk all the way from one end of the field to the other. The big guys haven't made it there yet. It takes a long time to get there with Dayton being very close to the goal line there. I do want to give a shout out to the Texas Retired Teachers Association. They're the voice of public education retirees. The Mid-Jefferson County Retired School Personnel Unit serves educators and supporters in both Nederland and Port Neches Groves. Please check out our web pages for events and membership information. That's the largest retired education association in America.
And Dayton takes over 2nd and 7. They're lined up for the first time in an I formation. They go out wide, and he's all the way in for a touchdown. That's number 8, Cameron Cooper. Cameron Cooper scores for the Broncos. That's his first carry. And as you can see, they're lined up for the first time in an I formation. 240 lined up in the I, Charlie. That's a load. And that's kind of classic football right there. Give it to the big guy running behind the line. They win, like I said, the first time under center. Check out this formation. They're going to swing it back in. Number 15, Gustavo Orozco, on for the extra point. And it is good. Looks like he's got a pretty good leg. So guess what? Dayton is back in the game. It's 10-7. And again, we're going to hand it back over to our guys in the truck underneath for this commercial break. We'll be right back at Broncos Stadium.
As Jones Cheese Express at Dayton describes its opening at Dayton because of their chicken, boneless hot wings, tenders, and express fish. And that sweet tea is so good. It's also because Chicken Express believes in supporting our community
and its surrounding communities. Katie Corcoran, Philip, and Larry Dowden handle family law, wills and probates, criminal law, and personal injury cases. Call now for a free consultation and comprehensive assessment of all your legal needs. Let our years of experience work for you around the clock. Call the Dowden Law Firm, located at 1217 Nederland Avenue in Nederland.
At Jux Technologies, we make you more profitable by placing your business side by side with current technology. We provide support at every level, including web development, networking, installation, and repair. Check out the new SheffieldProductions.net website, Jux Technologies in Nederland.
Stadium where number 15, Orozco, will be kicking off. Hey, quick shout out to our friends at Pack Supply. And the reason why is because the Ed Seymour moment will be coming up. We'll have our first quarter stats provided by Ed Seymour and possibly an Astro update. Orozco does the onside kick.
Great recovery there.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Number 12, Adrian Esquivel is on that ball. What a job by number 12, Adrian. Way to have your head in the game, buddy.
I tell you what, that was a bold move there by Dayton, but you can tell they're, going on 4th down and all of this stuff. All the holds are off today. No, nothing's being held back.
Give Dayton credit. They're not taking Nederland lightly. I mean, they know how strong Nederland is on defense. And so they're
7-10.
They're going to do anything they can to get themselves back in the game. They are back in the game at 10-7 for sure.
Great play there by Esquivel.
Guess what? Coming up soon will be the stats on my hand. The stats from Nederland, provided by Ed Seymour and our friends at Pack Supply.
Dominique Stinson at left half back. Broussard looks to throw. He's got a guy open. Caught. Fusilier gets to the 27-yard line. That was just a basic post pattern.
Ball thrown on the rub to perfect pass. I mean, it was right there because the coverage wasn't bad at all. Check out this replay. He's looking right down the middle. He's covered. He's double covered, but the pass is there.
That's perfect timing right there. Just as Fusilier got to the two defenders, the ball was in place.
Absolutely.
Broussard in the first quarter, 4 for 7 for 24 yards. Fusilier, no catches in the first quarter, but he just got that one here in the second.
Yeah, believe me, Ed just chalked that one.
Broussard with the keep. Little bit of a stutter step there and trying to move the pile forward, gets to the 20. In the first quarter, Broussard carried 3 times for 7 yards. Bryant 2 times for 11. Beresford 2 times for 7. Fusilier got the touchdown, rushing for 1 carry, 2 yards. He got that touchdown in the first quarter. In receptions in the first quarter, Barrow had 2 for 19. Kendrick had 1 for 12.
Timeout on the field, Charlie. We got a timeout on the field.
Go ahead and give us the stats there for Dayton.
And let me give you the stats real quick before we move over onto a commercial break. Crew, let me know when you're ready. For Dayton, their quarterback was 5 of 6 for 46 yards. Washington was 7 carries, 45 yards. Dayton was 1 carry for 3. Washington had 2 receptions for 2 yards. Willis, 1 catch for 3. Garner, 1 reception for 36. And Aribo was 1 catch for 6 yards. Thanks a lot to Ed Seymour and our good friends at Pack Supply. And now, crew, if y'all want to take us to a commercial break, this is a good time to do it. We're going to turn it over to you guys. Let's hear from one of our good sponsors.
We don't have time.
Okay, well, we're going to tell you about some good friends in just a moment. But, hey, let's go back to the action because the Bulldogs have the ball at the 20-yard line. It's first down, first and 10 at the 20. They're moving again. The score is 10-7. We got 10 minutes and 54 seconds left in the first half. Charlie.
Two receivers to the left side, Fusilier to the right by himself. He's got double coverage on him again. Two running backs, though, with Luke Broussard. He hands off to Beresford. He's got a run and start off a right tackle. He gets the first down to the 11-yard line.
About 9 yards on that play.
Tackled by Ashanti Allen.
They're moving the sticks.
Ashanti Allen, number 2 out there, is a freshman defensive back. Number 2 made the tackle there on Beresford.
Clock rolling.
First down and 10. They are at the 11-yard line. My dad always talked about fall down at the 11 so you get a first down at the 1.
It's perfect.
I told Dad, I'll never be able to do that. Why? Because I'll never get to the 11.
They're looking to the sideline for the play.
I thought they were looking at you, Robert.
They may have been thinking, look, I got my head nice and shiny for this game.
Beresford again, right up the middle, but there's a flag on the play. Flag thrown by the back judge, and that's going to be a holding penalty.
You know what, compared to last week, I mean, we were having flags galore, even in the first quarter. Now we're in the second quarter. That's only the second flag of the game.
They're talking to, let's see what the headlines
or no,
says.
Third, I'm sorry. Third
a chop block is being called. A low block is being called against the offense. That's going to be a major throwback. And while we see this here on replay, okay, well, I thought tackle to tackle, you could do things like that, but I guess the referee saw it differently. While the referees are explaining to Coach Barrow about that, as he's asking for a consultation, I want to wish my compatriot Robert Reed here happy birthday from the entire crew here at Sheffield. Now, I love you too much to sing.
Thank you.
So I'll put $1 in the kitty after this. They're singing in the trailer.
I hear them, and they're led by Mike Sheffield because he just has the voice of an angel. You know,
I've heard it called many things.
All right, back to
Dominique Stinson at left half. Broussard looks to throw, does the pump fake, has a guy open. Through the hands of Reed Barrow there. Through the hands of Reed Barrow. He was open at about the 4-yard line there. By the way, with you being 39 years old again, does that make Marianne a cougar? I wanted to ask that on the air.
Oh, watch it, man, because she's watching it. So
here comes the phone's ringing already.
I'm trying to find that fountain of youth that Ed Seymour has. You know, just looking like a bronze Roman hero over here.
Second down and 25 to go. They're at the 25-yard line, or second down. Yeah, long way to go. Let's just put it that way. Broussard drops back. He's got a screen pass set up to Dominique Stinson. Stinson's going to be tackled at the 24-yard line. That's about a 2-yard gain.
Let's just say that the Broncos, they were reading that one all the way because they had Kennedy in motion. And credit, came up and acted on that pretty quickly.
Yeah, not much downfield blocking there.
No.
Third down now. Nederland trying to get it close here. They have a good field goal kicker in Carter Pelletier. If they can get it close, even with the slight wind that we have blowing from bottom right of your screen across, he can have a shot anywhere from the 25 in.
Trips right.
Broussard with Stinson at left half. He drops back to pass. Some pressure coming his way. Broussard rolls to his right, throws it up in the air. It's going to be out of bounds. Throws it away. It goes past the line of scrimmage, so the ball comes back. It's going to be a fourth down at the 24-yard line.
So
nobody open there.
Field goal would be a 40-yarder, and no replay coming to you, but it'd be about a 40-yarder, Charlie.
Pillatier's coming out. Let's see where he puts the tee down.
Yeah.
Going to put the tee down. It looks like at the 31-yard line.
41 yards.
He has the leg for it. We've seen it before.
His last kick would have been good from 41.
Noah Kendrick, your holder. Holden Craver is the center. High snap. Low kick, no chance there. The high snap threw off the rhythm there. And the ball will go over to Dayton at that point, the 24-yard line.
How about our friends at Gentile Construction? Want the permanence and stability of the metal building? Since 1985, Gentile Construction Company has been meeting the needs of customers in Southeast Texas. We specialize in metal buildings, metal roofing, and re-roofing. We are locally owned and operated. We will build what you need quickly and under budget, supporting the Bulldogs every year. That's Gentile Construction Company. And back onto the field come the Broncos offense.
Dayton's got 3 wide to the left. Washington is it, running back there behind.
They scored on their last possession. And there's a handoff to Davion Washington. He's up the middle, not much at all. Washington maybe a yard, but held there by the Bulldog defensive line.
Gage Driscoll and several of the Bulldogs got in on that stop, and it was good to stop him there with only a 1-yard gain. We haven't been able to tackle him in the backfield. Even when we thought we had Washington in the backfield, he was able to get away from it.
No, he keeps his feet moving. Every coach would be proud of this kid. He keeps his feet moving and he falls forward. That's what you like to see. I know certainly Charlie back in his day appreciates that type of run. Anyway, Denton, he's got second down. He's in the spread formation. Takes the ball, looking over the middle, and it is too high. That's a kick for his favorite receiver, Ashton Garner, but that pass was too high. So it's third down. Third and roughly, 9 yards for the first down.
And what scares me about, you see on the replay, he's wide open.
Yes.
He's in front of the free safety, and the linebackers didn't drop back far enough to stay with him. Just a little quick post pattern.
Right
and
there
unfortunately,
with the
4-4-3 defense that Nederland plays, there's a big gap there about 10 yards deep between the linebackers and the free safety.
Denton takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Again, looking over the middle, he's rushing over here to the left side of the field, and he's going to run the ball, but it's not going to be a first down. He's taken out of bounds. Well, let's see. A little chatter on the field.
He stepped out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That's where the side
That's
judge
what
is
I
standing.
thought too. And that was about 3 yards short of the first down. So it's going to be fourth down. Good replay right here. He's coming around left. And he's
that's where he steps right there.
Yeah, he's already out of bounds at the 29, 30-yard line.
There is a flag on the play. I see it back here at the
They're picking it up.
and they're waving it off.
Yeah.
I think one of the wide receivers fell down, but it was I don't think the contact was incidental with Nederland's player. Whenever the scramble started, the defenders were running through the receivers trying to get to him. So now we've got a wide receiver on the far side, kind of standing on the sideline, number 21. You can see him up there at the top.
Here's the holdup, though, is that the Dayton coach is talking to the head official. And
Blake Ware,
Yeah, Blake Ware. Not exactly sure what's going on here, but the punt team comes out because it's 4th and 3 for the Broncos.
Their kicker, Gustavo Orozco, junior kicker, does both their kickoff and their punting duties. Also the PAT. He's listed as K for kicker.
He appears to have a pretty strong leg, too.
Yes, he
does.
does.
The first time he punted the ball, he put it back there, and the Bulldogs didn't do anything. So he's angling toward the right side of the field, but he's taking it backward. Not a favorable bounce at all. And Nederland is going to have the ball inside Bronco territory at about the 49, 48-yard line, where it'll be first and 10. And we're going to turn this over to our guys in the truck for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back at Broncos Stadium in Dayton, Texas.
First down and 10 for Nederland at the Broncos 8-yard line. Broussard fakes the handoff. He's got a guy open on the post, but he's also got threat from behind. Good catch there by number 8, Kendon Fusilier. Steps out of bounds. Let's see where the ref marks him. 22-yard line. Great play there by Fusilier. He scrambled. Just kind of a deep end pattern there. He came from the far side and broke across, and Broussard caught him in stride. Watch the replay here.
Absolutely. Good protection.
And again, that double coverage, Fusilier is able to beat it.
And then once he gets the ball, he's dangerous.
Some great downfield blocking there. The offensive wide receiver coaches are going to be happy with that. Good downfield blocking there. Brian Spell, the offensive receiving coach. Once you get a guy free, you go block somebody. Broussard hands off to Bryson Bryant. There's a hold there. Bryant double stubber steps, and he's going to be taken down. Looks at the 22-yard line. Excuse me, 18-yard line.
Nice two stiff arms right there.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd put down his nose and get that last yard instead of bouncing outside, but every running back wants to run for the end zone.
Oh, of course.
Watch it here on replay. He's got a nice hold there.
Look at that blocking there by 79. Good job.
Good stiff arm, and the last guy took his legs out. 4-yard gain, second down, a long 6 to go for Nederland. Bryant at right halfback. Broussard fakes the handoff, runs a pattern, and it is behind the intended receiver, Reed Barrow.
Reed was there. That was a good route by Reed.
Brings up third.
And he had that little quick post pattern. He was running straight for the goalpost.
He was there. He was open.
Ethan Fobbs comes in place now of Bryson Bryant. Broussard stays at quarterback. He's got 3 receivers to the right side, Kendon Fusilier to the left. You can see the clock at 7:05 in the second quarter. Bulldogs 10, Broncos 7. Broussard, it's a keep, going left-hand side, quarterback play the whole way, and there's no gain there. Broncos are all over Luke Broussard.
They stopped that, and last time that Nederland had the ball down here, they had a penalty to back them up, but let's hope that they can push it on through because they're inside the red zone right now. Ball at the 18-yard line, and it is 4th down.
4th down and a long 6 to go, and Pelletier is not on the field. They're leaving the offense. So they're going for it on 4th down.
Big play. And clock is rolling.
Fobbs at right halfback. 3 receivers on the near side. Broussard sends Fusilier in motion. Hands it off to Fusilier. He's going to throw it. He's going to try and throw it, but there's nothing open there. Fusilier gets free.
What a play by Kendon.
Fusilier.
Golly. And there's a flag on the play.
Flags all over the play, but Fusilier goes in.
That might be the play of the year right there.
For
if it
8.
Doesn't get nullified.
Fusilier scrambles for an 18-yard touchdown. Let's see what the flag is.
He is so talented. Let's see what this is. Gosh, there were 2 flags.
Face mask called against the offense. So from that spot, they mark off 15 yards, and they will have to repeat the play.
Yes, and
Watch
it is 4th
it.
down.
He's set up to throw it, and it wasn't there, and then he starts running. Let's see where the penalty comes in. Number 14's coming in to tackle him.
Oh, that's face mask right there on Kendon.
Yeah. I think
they grabbed his face mask. Do they need to look at this?
I think, they can't. There's no replay in the UIL. And Monty Barrow's out there saying you called a face mask against my guy.
It was against Dayton. We have it here on the monitor.
Yeah, but they can't. We don't.
Yeah, I get
we don't have.
No,
we're not hooked. We're not hooked
don't.
into their system. We can't show it up on the jumbotron.
Well, gosh.
So the 15-yard penalty is being marked off, so that's going to bring it back to 4th down. Watch it here on the replay. Here is Monty Barrow says, "Hey, what happened here?" Here's the sweep. Fusilier tucks it and runs.
Incredible play by Kendon.
Watch it here at the very end. Number 14 comes in on him.
Slow it down a little bit. Slow it. Right there.
There's the face mask. Yeah. Defense on offense.
Yeah.
It's not an offensive face mask.
Oh, I should show it to all these fans here in the stands.
Well, no, let's don't do that.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
But believe me, when you guys watch this in the archive version, you'll be able to see very clearly it was a defensive face mask, and they've called it against the offense. Kind of, unfortunately, reminiscent of the problem last week with the referees at Texas City.
And please call Pack Supply and let them know that
they need an HVAC help. They need HVAC help.
Yeah, that was the opposite. Okay, I know you can't mark that down on the stats, but anyway.
So the ball is spotted. It's 4th down and 10. And now no. Let's see where they've got it marked now.
Wait a minute.
The down box has moved to the 12.
Well, they just pointed at Dayton. Yeah, that's about to say it's offsetting. Well.
So if it's offsetting, you repeat the original play.
Yeah,
okay.
They're going to run it again. So we're at the 16. It's 4th down, and now Pelletier is on for the field goal.
There we go. Pelletier is out there for a 34-yard attempt.
To kick the field goal.
Looking for a good snap this time. Noah Kendrick gets it, sets it down.
Hey,
good kick.
Hey, wow.
It is good.
Alrighty.
And so
nice kick.
13 now for the Bulldogs, 7 for the Broncos. Carter Pelletier with that kick extends the Bulldogs lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
28, K Park 20. Almost halftime. Barbersville 30, Santa Fe.
Since 1985, Sheffield Productions. Have you checked your filter lately? Pack Supply has what you need. Joey Vincent leads a proud, locally owned and family-operated company. Our dedicated employees will go above and beyond to provide exceptional customer service to every customer. Visit or call today. Supporting the Nederland Bulldogs, Pack Supply.
25 years, one love. At Raising Cane's on Highway 365 in Nederland, our concept is simple and unique. We only have one love, quality chicken finger meals. At Raising Cane's, you get an exceptionally high-quality product served quickly and conveniently. We will not compromise our quality. It's a line drive kick. It's going to be taken at the 15-yard line. Good run back there by the Broncos.
And again, that's number 3, C.J. Hubert, the junior, 5'7", 165 pounds.
It's going to be taken at the 15-yard line.
He's a tough little runner. You can't arm tackle this guy. He just keeps moving and just powering through. So the Broncos will take over. They have the ball. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They're behind 13-7 with roughly 6 minutes left in the first half. And they're only down by 6. So touchdown.
Bite your tongue.
Yeah.
Bite your tongue.
We're going to sing. Never take anybody lightly.
Washington in there with Denton.
Snap. Handoff goes to number 1, Davion Washington. He moves forward. He had the ball at the 33-yard line, and now it's being marked at the right above the 35, so he picked up about a couple of yards on that play.
Joseph Dugat, who we interviewed for our pregame show, is the last week's Whataburger player of the game, made that stop. It's good to see the defensive line there adjusting to the offensive line play of Dayton, because there for a while some big holes were being opened up for Mr. Washington.
Yes, they were, and Washington gets all the yardage. Then they put in number 8, Cameron Cooper, in the I formation, and he's huge, 6'2", 240. That's like an NFL running back.
Yeah, they've got him set up over there at the right slot, and he kind of blocks out that side of the line.
Yes, he does. Davion Washington on the carry again. He's moving forward all the way up to about the 44-yard line. Looks like he got a first down, Charlie.
Right at it. He fell just across the line. Kendon Fusilier had to come up from his cornerback position to make the play.
He had some positive yardage in the first quarter, as noted by Ed Seymour with our Pack Supply moment. And now he's had 2 carries here. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 44-yard line. We're inside 5 minutes left in the first half. 13-7 is our score. There you see the Broncos with the Indianapolis Colts style uniforms. And once again, it's handed off to number 1. But he is met by at least 3 Bulldogs, brought all the way back there by our man, number 25, Jace Beck, Sr.
All state linebackers know how to play that run game, and even when they pull a guard coming over there, he meets him head up, stands him up, and then waits for the cavalry to show up. Jace Beck takes him and carries him back just a little further, saying, "You go back here."
2nd down, no gain on that play for the Broncos, so they're looking at 2nd and 10.
clock is running. It's at 4:10 right now, left in the first half. 13-7, Bulldogs over the Broncos.
Davion Washington in motion to the right. Denton gets the ball. He's looking to the right over to Davion Washington, and it is underthrown because he was clear on the other side of the field.
Nash Leonard was coming up to make the tackle there. If he had caught the ball,
he wasn't going to get anything.
Watch Leonard coming in, closing right there.
Right. Looked like somebody may have got a piece of that ball as it was thrown out of Denton's hands also.
Third down.
Explain why it was so underthrown.
Yeah, we're fortunate all the rain showers that came through cleared out well before the game started. Had a light shower about 7 o'clock that we had to put up the tarp for, but the field is good and dry. It's a beautiful artificial field out here at Broncos Stadium. Third down, 10 to go.
And here we go with Denton. It's a screen to Davion Washington, but wow, that play was read by number 6, Gabe Driscoll. Excellent job. And so now it's going to be fourth down for the Broncos. They got the ball all the way up to about the 49-yard line. And so they're looking at about 4th and 5 for our first. Punt team's coming on the field. Their punter's number 15, Gustavo Roscoe. So last time he punted from here, he did a pretty good job of pinning the Bulldogs at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, the Bulldogs dropped back one receiver, Kendon Fusilier, and just like others are scared of Fusilier's speed, they're angling the punts away from him.
Yes.
If I was Fusilier, I'd pick side. I'd try and fool him and see if I could get over to one side or
If
not.
I'm Dayton, I don't let Fusilier get the ball, but he might. Well, okay.
Another bad bounce there.
Bad bounce, and this actually helps the Bulldogs out because they're going to take the ball 1st and 10, I believe, at the 29-yard line. We've got 3 minutes, 9 seconds left in the first half. And Truck, let's turn it over to you. Let's get in another word from one of our fine sponsors.
At Raising Cane's on Highway 365 in Nederland, our concept is simple and unique. We only have one love, quality chicken finger meals. At Raising Cane's, you get an exceptionally high-quality product served quickly and conveniently. We will not compromise our quality or cut corners. Because this community has helped us grow and supported our success, we're able to lend a hand towards someone else's success. Always supporting the Bulldogs. Raising Cane's. First down and 10. Pass very close to being intercepted, just over the hands of Noah Kendrick. You can see the cornerback stepped in front of it, and that was almost a turnover. But as it goes, the ball goes out of bounds. Watch him here. He stepped in right there. Good play at the last moment there by Holden Campbell, defensive back, a junior for the Broncos. Second down and 10. There's a quick screen going over to Fusilier. He's got a little bit of an alley here on the right-hand side.
Well, he's already stepped out of bounds and came back in.
Stepped out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That'll be about a 2-yard gain. Make it 3. It's going to be, well, they gave him a lot of yardage there. Moved him up to the 33.
Take a look at his feet.
He's tiptoeing there right on the line.
Yes.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Clock is stopped at 2:56 as he stepped out of bounds.
Okay.
Now the Bulldogs are staying in the deuce formation. Fusilier is set up in a slot back to the left. 3 receivers now to the right with Stimson. Broussard's looking that way. He's got plenty of time. Now that's starting to break down. Has a guy open, caught by Fusilier. And Fusilier has a lane over here on the right side. He's tackled at the 48-yard line of Dayton.
Shoestring tackle there by number 3, C.J. Hubert. And good thing that he made that tackle because if he'd have kept coming to the right, he had a lane that may have gone all the way to the end zone.
Broncos only rushed 3 that time and dropped everybody else back.
Check out this replay.
Fusilier is able to scramble through and watch him get through everybody. And great move there.
Let's get back live, guys. Let's get back live, guys. Get back live. All right. Charlie, we had a good
run
game
there.
Tell them what happened, buddy.
Bryson Bryant off of left tackle. We do have a flag on the play. Let's see what the referee is going to call. It was the side judge on the far side who threw the flag right at the line of scrimmage. Bryson Bryant, though, was able to get down to the 34-yard line. Let's see what the call is. Illegal procedure being called against the offense, so bring it all back. Instead of a 1st and 10, it'll be a 1st down and 15. Ball will be spotted in Nederland territory at the 48-yard line. 2:27 left in the first half.
we got plenty of time to do something with the ball here as well. So, again, bring it back to the 48-yard line, but good connection there with Fusilier earlier, Charlie, bringing the ball in the position that we have it right now. And they're looking at the sideline for the play, as is the norm.
This time, the one receiver on the far side is Noah Kendrick. 3 receivers to the near side with Fusilier at the near slot.
Yes.
Broussard, Bryant in the block. There's a quick pass there. Broussard's going to run with it. He's going to be tackled from behind at the 45-yard line.
And he's tackled by the man who scored the touchdown for the Broncos earlier, sacked by number 8, Cameron Cooper. Cameron Cooper's a big-time player for the Broncos, and at his size, pretty much count on him playing college football for somebody after this season. Cameron Cooper, 6'2", 240. I repeat, that is some size.
False start against the Bulldogs.
Another false start being called against the Nederland Bulldogs. So it's going to be first down and 20 now. Something's happening there with the wide receiver on the far side. I don't know if they're hearing the snap count or what, but that particular flag thrown right at the snap. And it's being declined. They want the play, which is a smart move there by Dayton. So because the play ended up being a 3-yard loss. That'll make it second down and 18 yards to go, but the clock is becoming an element now. Bulldogs have still got 2 timeouts. Referees are saying wind the clock now.
And we're approaching 2 minutes left in the half. 2 minutes left in the half.
Bryson Bryant in the backfield with Luke Broussard, quarterback. Bulldogs have shifted to a deuce look. Fusilier at the far slot formation. Broussard back to pass, a lot of pressure.
Oh, man.
And he is tackled again.
Same player, too, Charlie. That's his second sack.
Cameron Cooper's beating the left tackle.
Yes, he is.
Broussard didn't have a chance there, and Nederland's just going to let the clock start. Well, I believe is there another flag? No, I believe a timeout was called.
Yes.
It must have been by Dayton because Nederland was going to run that clock down. So Dayton calls a timeout with the ball at the 35-yard line. It's third down, and this would qualify as a country mile. Let's see, 10, 20, take off your shoes, 23, now close to that. About 23 yards to go. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Is a long time. When you take the level of pride in your craft that we do, it goes by quickly. And when you are dedicated to safely building the finest structures for the plants and refineries that keep our area thriving, you take it seriously. Thanks for 85 years. H.B. Neild & Sons, committed to the next 85.
The ball at the 35-yard line.
And a long way to go. Got the deuce look there.
We've had 2 sacks in a row.
Fusilier at quarterback.
And the clock is running.
Fusilier hands off to Bryson Bryant.
Good job of following his blockers, too.
Oh,
Lord,
fumble ball.
Out of
Goes
bounds.
out of bounds. Fortunately, wow, that's a big break there for Nederland. Ball went out of bounds at their own 48-yard line. So we did make a lot of yardage there, but watch this fumble punched out there. No, he just came out of his arm when he was twisting.
Yes. So fourth down for the Bulldogs at the 46-yard line. And obviously they'll be punting the ball to Dayton. Again, 1 minute, 20 seconds. Back deep is their man, number 3, C.J. Hubert, the junior 5'7", 165 receiver.
We do want to remind our fans you will get to see the halftime in its entirety along with all the music. Kick is off the side of Fusilier's foot. It's going to be bouncing out of bounds. Let's see where the side judge marks it.
It's going to be around the 40.
He's still moving. up to the 36-yard line. We will show both bands in their entirety. We do want to wish good luck to the Nederland band as they will be going to their UIL marching competition here on Saturday. And they have a string of ones to defend. We'll take one last commercial break. We'll be right back.
Tuxedos or informal suits. Everyone is $40 off. Only at Ortiz Formal Wear in Nederland. Before you choose your tux styles or vest colors, register your wedding or special event today at ortizfw.com.
Live at Broncos Stadium, and the handoff goes to number 1, Davion Washington. He gets a past the 50-yard line. He's got it down right at the 50 midfield. So that was a pickup about 14 yards. That was a cute little play there by the Broncos.
Yeah, a little wraparound draw there, and he's a great runner there. Watch the Nederland team basically on their heels the whole time, but clock is running at 56 seconds.
I believe they got one timeout left. Oh, that pass is complete. It looked for a while like it wasn't going to be, but that pass was completed to number 21, Donovan Aribo, and Aribo gets the ball across the 45. It's going to be marked at about the 43-yard line. 2nd and 3 for the Broncos.
Quick out there, Kendon Fusilier went for the ball and unfortunately wasn't able to make contact with it.
And the clock was stopped. Again, it's at 48 seconds.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds.
Yes.
Would have been nice if Fusilier had been able to keep him in bounds instead of trying to knock the ball away. Just go ahead and tackle the runner.
13-7 score, a little bit lower scoring affair than what we thought was going to be coming in the game. Denton is in the pocket, and it is almost intercepted by number 21, Caden Gonzalez, the senior.
He's going to see that one in his dreams. That ball was overthrown, went over the receiver's hands. It's a clean throw. Got one hand on it, so I guess, got to give him credit. He got one hand on it. And back in, these days, you don't have to stick them on your hand. It's not like the old days where you would grab a pine tree and get that pine tar on your hand and make a catch with one finger. That was a tough attempt. So
yeah, it was. And when you looked at the replay, he was throwing on his back foot and it was overthrown. So it just didn't work out very well there for Denton.
Third down and short.
Yeah, 42 seconds left in the first half.
Empty backfield here, and Denton has been known.
And they're going to use their last timeout. Yeah. Dayton is using their last timeout. And let's throw it back to the truck and get in one more commercial before the end of the half.
Sheffield Production.
Welcome to Whataburger. Customization is what we've always done. We have mustard, mayo, ketchup. It's all up to you.
When you customize your own burger, you can put your personality in it.
Mayonnaise, ketchup, no cheese. This is my Whataburger.
We customize orders 24 hours a day.
Everybody wants it just like they like it. When you can make it your own, that always enhances the experience for you.
They're just happy to do whatever makes you happy.
What a burger. Just like you like it.
All right, we're back here at Broncos Stadium. Hey, just a reminder before the end of the first half with 42 seconds left, we got our halftime show. We're looking over here to our left in the end zone, the awesome band from Nederland, the Westernaires. They're going to put on a heck of a show, and you're going to get to see it live and free on our production. So anyway, Dayton now has the ball. They're at the 43, and number 5 is in the Wildcat formation, Ashton Garner. He goes around right in. Looks like he picked up the first down. So they're going to move the chains. They're going to stop the clock. It's 36 seconds left.
And Nederland is getting real concerned right now because in 2 of their games they've given up touchdowns late in the first half.
Their kicker, Orozco, I know how to pronounce that correctly. He can hit it probably, I would say, inside 35 yards. So anyway, Denton, now he's back at quarterback. He's thrown off his back foot over the middle to the big man, number 8, Cameron Cooper, and that is broken up by number 6, Gage Driscoll.
Got his left hand in front there. And again, look at this flat rope that he throws. I mean, that's a great play, and Driscoll is able to get in there and knock the pass away from the tight end.
Yes, he's got it. Like I said, that just shows how strong his arm is because he's throwing off his back foot. So he doesn't really have his full motion into the ball. If he did, wow.
For our friends at Dayton, I certainly hope that that Blaine Denton is getting a look from some college somewhere. I mean, the guy's got a very good arm, a very good offensive sense, with throwing over 1,500 yards here this season.
Right. 17 touchdown passes. But, again, this is lower scoring affair than we thought. Denton drop it back and throws it out wide. Dropped by number 5, Ashley Garner, but that was a tough reception there because he was covered like a blanket over there on the right side.
Gage Driscoll giving all the high fives over there. Watch here on the replay, just a quick out pattern, and Driscoll is right there with him. And maybe got his hand up there, maybe knocked the elbow away.
Right, and they know that play also was 25, Jace Beck. Saw him running in, helping out. But 20 seconds left. It's third down, 3rd and 10. Again, they're nowhere close in field goal range, so look for them to go downfield. They got the Twins left, Twins right. Washington in the backfield. Denton rolling to the right. He's being chased, and he throws the ball out of bounds. Now it's going to be 4th and 10 with 16 seconds left.
Do you take your shot? And I'll tell you what, were I Dayton, I'm going to take a shot. I'm not going to punt it or anything.
Right, because even if Nederland gets the ball back here, they're at the 37.
Be 10 seconds left.
Yeah, and they don't have any timeouts left. So, yeah, look for them to go probably over the middle down the field.
Yeah, I think the timeout count that you see there on the scoreboard is wrong. They don't both have 3 timeouts.
No, they don't.
Almost looks like a quick kick there with Washington. No, now Washington set up to the right.
He's moving to the right, protecting.
And he was moving forward, but they didn't call it.
Steps up in the pocket, looking over here to the left side of the field, and it's going to be intercepted.
Nolan White gets another one. White running down the right line.
And he's still moving. And the time has run out. That's the end of the first half. It ends on an interception. And the Bulldogs have the lead at the end of the first half, 13-7. There you take a look at the replay. Nolan White right on top of the ball, runs down to the right side, gets across the 20-yard line, and he's just going to go down, and the time ran out. So our teams are going into the locker room for halftime. Our awesome Nederland band will perform first along with the Western Air. So, folks, get back, sit back, relax, get ready to enjoy this halftime show brought to you by our awesome Fine Arts Department at Nederland High School, the Bulldog Band, and the Western Airs. Let's go to this commercial break.
Baubles and Bliss, your one-shop happy place, offering women's clothing and accessories small through 3X. Also, youth sizes for our little Blissinistas. Kim and Amber will keep you looking your best. Watch the live videos, join the Facebook group, and download the app.
Bon V is a skilled nursing and rehabilitation facility located within minutes of the Gulf of Mexico. Our Babe Saharius Rehab Gym offers inpatient and outpatient services with a focus on recovery and transition to home. Committed care. We are committed to excellence and the Bulldogs. Bon V.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nederland High School halftime show. Let's hear it for the 2021 Novelty National Champion Nederland Wears getting the field with their traditional Grandioso! 21-22 Western Air officers are Lieutenant Kylie Merriweather, Lieutenant Ashley Juno, First Lieutenant Emily Trainer, Lieutenant Ashley Fayon, and Captain Claire DePlant. Your 21-22 social officers are Social Media Coordinator Jay Westfall, Central Event Coordinator Madison Martin, Treasurer Ali Regalado, Secretary Kenzie Acock, Vice President Grace Lehrman, and President Avery Babbitt. The Western Air under the direction of Mrs. Jessica Blanchard and Assistant Mrs. Julie DeVilliers. Tonight, the Western Airs will be performing a field prop routine to the tune Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Chamber of the Week, the sophomore choice is Josie Acock. Congratulations, ladies, on the job well done. The Golden Cloud of the Golden Triangle continues their 2021 marching season with performance by the Golden Nest Twirl Team to the hip, Blinding Lights.
Shifting some stuff around. Give us some more
Led on the field by drum major Alyssa Patterson and co-drum major Cindy Quinn, the band steps off to the strains of Hail to the Fleet Fanfare, the Royal Hussars, and Olympia Hippodrome.
Yes.
The band is directed by Greg Rose, Gary Janisek, and Justin Palazzo. The culinary teams are designed by Rebecca Neal. The Golden Heads under the direction of Phyllis Mosley. The Golden Pride of the Golden Triangle wishes the best of luck to the Bronco Band as they compete tomorrow in the annual UIL Marching Contest.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 479, was founded in 1913 in Beaumont, Texas, to serve the thriving communities of Southeast Texas as they worked hard to oil the world. Longtime supporters of Sheffield Productions, the brothers wish all the Bulldogs the best of luck this upcoming season. Melancon's Funeral Home is the only locally owned and operated funeral establishment that can provide complete funeral and burial services. In your time of need, let us help you create a lasting memorial tribute for your loved one. Melancon's Funeral Home in Nederland.
The Nederland Chamber of Commerce promotes the people and businesses of the Nederland area. Organized in 1941 and composed of over 320 members, the Chamber works to improve the quality of life and economic development of our area. Check out the Chamber's webpage for monthly activities and membership information. The Nederland Chamber says, "Go Bulldogs."
Have you checked your filter lately? Pack Supply has what you need. Joey Vincent leads a proud, locally owned, and family-operated company. Our dedicated employees will go above and beyond to provide exceptional customer service to every customer. Visit or call today. Supporting the Nederland Bulldogs, Pack Supply.
Taco Ray is a family legacy on Nederland Avenue, a committed cheerleader for all things Southeast Texas. Famous tacos, addictive salsa and queso, dine-in, take-out, or catered, it's all here and more. Taco Ray.
560 KLVI. Bryson.
Social officers for the Dazzlers are Social Chair Leslie Chavez, Historian Stephanie Santamaria, Secretary Kayla Maywall, Vice President Carly Clark, President Gabby Kulisev. Dazzler of the Week is Jerome Page, and Spirit Girl of the Week is Brittany Griff. Dance officers for the Sparklers are Captain Mandy Mahara, Co-Captain Sydney Nations, and Sparkler of the Week is Lizzie Valverde Garza. The Sparklers are under the direction of Susan Lawrence, and the Dazzlers are under the direction of Miss Brittany Daniel. And now, the Dazzlers and Sparklers, along with Dayton High School twirlers Hannah Schaefer and Samantha Milan, will perform their routine to Hey Baby. The Dayton High School Bronco Band will now continue with their halftime show entitled American Rhapsody, featuring music from George Gershwin's An American in Paris and Rhapsody in Blue.
There's a guy filming over here. On the other page, on the other go-go page.
Congratulations to this week's outstanding band member, Aizelin Narvaez.
Time. When you take the level of pride in your craft that we do, it goes by quickly. And when you are dedicated to safely building the finest structures for the plants and refineries that keep our area thriving, you take it seriously. Thanks for 85 years. H.B. Neild & Sons, committed to the next 85 years and beyond.
Since 1985, Sheffield Productions has been the videographer of choice in Southeast Texas. Important family events, including recitals, local drill teams, and airing sports on all our local channels, as well as Fox Sports Southwest, all created with an artist's eye. Contact Mike through the Sheffield Productions website to preserve your next memory. Sheffield Productions.
Taco Ray is a family legacy on Nederland Avenue, a committed cheerleader for all things Southeast Texas. Famous tacos, addictive salsa and queso, dine-in, take-out, or catered, it's all here and more. Taco Ray. Taco Ray on Nederland Avenue.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Broncos Stadium here in Dayton, Texas. Halftime show. What a halftime show. And it just ended. And we're about to start the second half of a pretty good high school football game. Nederland is ahead 13-7 over the Dayton Broncos. And this game is not the high-scoring affair that we were expecting, but it just goes to show you that, first of all, Bulldogs have a heck of a defense. And the Bulldogs have also had some opportunities on offense. Not all of them have been taken advantage of. Really, the score could be a lot more in favor of the Bulldogs than it is, but still, they hold the 13-7 lead. Stay with us for this second half because it's going to be pretty exciting because the Broncos are definitely still in this game, and they've shown the ability to get some quick yards on the field with their running backs, their passing game. So anything goes here. We got a pretty good game, Charlie.
Yeah, I think the refs have figured out they need to switch sides. Nederland's going to be getting the ball on the left-hand side of your screen. They were on the right-hand side waiting. Looking at the stats in the first half, Luke Broussard passed for 9 for 16, no interceptions, no touchdowns, 111 yards, though, very effective there. Rushing, Bryson Bryant, 28 yards on 4 carries. Beresford has 16 yards on 3 carries. Luke Broussard carried 7 times, but he has a net for 1 because he was sacked 3 times. Fusilier had the touchdown on the 2-yard run. Receiving Fusilier, 4 receptions, 78 yards. A lot of nifty moves downfield to get those for him. Barrow, 3 receptions for 19 yards. Kendrick, 1 for 12. Stimson, 1 for 2.
And looking at the Broncos, Denton, their quarterback, number 7, is 7 of 14 for 58 yards. Number 1, Davion Washington, he's the big stat man. He has 12 carries, 71 yards rushing. Denton, 2 carries, 9 yards. And receiving, Garner still sitting there with that 1 catch for 35 yards. Washington has 3 catches for 7 yards. Brought to you by our man, Ed Seymour with Pack Supply. And here we go with the kickoff for the second half. Number 15, Gustavo Orozco, kicks off, does that little pooch kick to the right, and it is fumbled.
Oh, no. I think Dayton may have that one. They're both fighting for it now. Referee is saying it's Dayton's ball.
Just to let you know, that's why they do that kick, Charlie.
Yep.
Not only for field position, but the possibility of mishandling it on that recovery for the Broncos was there's a replay. 31.
And the ball just went right through, and there was no inadvertent whistle on that one.
No, there wasn't. So, hey, that works out for the Broncos. Again, they're only behind by a touchdown, and that's not even the full touchdown. That doesn't include the extra point. So right off the bat, they get the ball first 10 at the 35-yard line. They're in Bulldog territory. Let's see what they do with it. Denton coming out as their quarterback. Washington in the backfield. 2 guys keep an eye on. Number 5, their receiver, Ashton Garner, and number 8, their big man, Cameron Cooper. I've said it numerous times how big this kid is. Davion Washington, man, he is met by
he got away from the Bulldogs,
from
and that's some sloppy tackling there. They had him at the line of scrimmage, and he kept his feet moving, and Nederland did not pick him up and put him on the ground.
And there'll be no replay on that. So
we don't want to show the replay.
No, we don't. No. But anyway, hey, but you know what? Regardless, he still lost at least 2 yards on that play. So really more like 4.
Yeah, I think they ended up marking him well back there.
Yes. There you go, taking a look at our clock here at Broncos Stadium, inside 11:20. Denton hands off to number 1, Davion Washington.
And
so whatever he lost,
he got it back. Jace Beck
got it back.
Jace Beck tackling him after he breaks through the offensive line, and that's just a lead play there. And you got a offensive lineman there is trying to find somebody to block, but all the Nederland guys have been knocked backward quite a bit. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 to go.
3rd and 7, and Broncos like to run that spread, no huddle offense, and so Denton is receiving the play from the sideline. He's got Washington in the backfield, and he hands it off again to Washington, who goes around right. He's inside the 25-yard line, pushes ahead, and he does have the first down. He's got the first down at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. And pretty decent blocking, but still, he just bucks ahead, though. There you see it on that replay.
It looked like a couple offensive holds right there, at the point of attack. But, of course, the referees didn't see it, so it did not exist. 1st down and 10. This looks like the second quarter when Dayton drove the ball using their running attack.
And, again, Washington on the handoff goes up the middle and gets nothing. Jace Beck on that tackle.
Wrapped up also by Landon Kaywood as the linebacker and the defensive end get together. And this time they wrap him up and keep their feet moving, which puts the running back on the ground. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9, and coming over to the left is number 16, Isaac Ramirez. They've got 3 receivers to the left, 1 flanked out right. Washington, number 1, is the running back who is to the right of Denton. Number 7, the quarterback. Snap. He's looking to the left. He steps up into the pocket.
Intercepted.
And it is intercepted.
Nash Leonard.
Yes.
Nash Leonard picks off that little post pattern. He was sitting there waiting on it. This time the linebackers dropped deep enough to get into coverage. And I don't think Blaine Denton saw him. That's the 3rd interception of the game.
No. And, again, he went slightly over to the left side of the field, his left. And Nash Leonard's right there. Big play. Big play by the Bulldogs. Wow. That makes up for that mishandled kick anyway, though. The Bulldogs are going to come out to the field, so we're going to hold it right here, Charlie.
Yeah, that's right at the 35. That's actually where the kickoff was buffed. So you've got a big break there by Nederland, the 3rd interception of this district-leading passer. 2 by Nolan White and 1 there by Nash Leonard. Broussard with the keep. Oh, he tried to make a move there, and the linebacker put him on the ground.
Yeah, and that's that same kid that we've been calling out several times tonight, number 3, C.J. Hubert, Jr. He's been on quite a few plays.
Yeah, they've got him out there at, I guess you'd almost say he's a cornerback where he's playing, but he plays virtually like a linebacker. Very sure tackler so far.
Yeah, we called his name quite a few times. Anyway, though, the Bulldogs, Broussard looking to the sideline for the play.
Second down, long 8 to go. Beresford in the backfield. Broussard looks to pass. A lot of motion there. Just heaves it over the head of his intended receiver, Preston De Serrano. It would have taken a 7-foot wide receiver to catch that one. But Broussard was under pressure very quickly there.
Yes, he was. And again, the guy that's been pressuring him all night long is number 8, Cameron Cooper. That's a guy you need to look for in this game.
Yeah, they might consider having a running back could do a chip block on him there or have a slot back come in to help, a tight slot back. Nederland, third down, 9 to go. They send 3 receivers to the right-hand side. This is forgive me, Bronco fans, this is a dogfight right now. These two teams are not giving an inch to the other.
And not the game we were expecting.
Pressure again. Broussard has a man wide open. Reed Barrow catches it in stride, and Barrow is taken out of bounds at the 22-yard line. That play was won by the offensive line that gave Luke Broussard the opportunity to catch Reed Barrow on a deep crossing pattern.
Right, check this out, too. I mean, it's perfect pass. And you're right, Charlie. He had the time to throw and just right on the money to Reed Barrow. Right in his hands. Good route by Reed.
James Harris knocked him out of bounds for the Broncos, but a big pass play by Luke Broussard on third down. Barrow was open. It was just a matter of could he get it to him.
They've got the ball at the 22-yard line.
Broussard gives out to Beresford, who hops over one tackler and then is taken by the linebackers backwards. He gets to the 20, close to the 20-yard line. Watch this little jump right here. Yep. He got 2 yards with that. Those are the 2 yards he earned on the play. Second down for Nederland, driving deep in Bronco territory. Clock is running. We're at 7:40 left in the third quarter. Hope you enjoyed that halftime and all those sponsors, Sheffield Production sponsors helping out there. And again, fans, we apologize if the quality of the live stream is a little bit limited. We are not plugged into the Dayton system. We're using one of our hotspots again. But I can assure you the archive game will be in high definition. Pass is taken at the 8-yard line. A great play there by Noah Kendrick. Again, that deep out pattern allowed Kendrick to come all the way across the field.
Moves it up, moves the chains.
He started off on the left-hand side and came across. Broussard pretty much running for his life, but he's able to plant that foot and get the ball in. It's first down and goal for Nederland.
First and goal at the 9-yard line for the Bulldogs.
Beresford comes out. Stimson comes in. He's at right halfback. Wing left formation there. 2 receivers left. Fusilier in motion.
He's the
man.
He
gives it to Fusilier. He's
got a lane.
Gets to the 4, dives forward. He gets to the 1-yard line.
Man, he looked like a pinball there.
A moving
Just
pinball.
Kept moving. Just
one thing
kept
about
moving.
Kendon, keep those feet moving. Watch this.
Boom. His own man. And he's still going forward.
Dives forward, finally tackled there by, I believe, Cameron Cooper, big number 8 for the Broncos, fell on top of him. Second and goal from the 2. Ethan Fobbs comes in. He and Stimson will be at halfbacks on either side of Luke Broussard. Now they move both running backs to the right-hand side. That looks like student body right there. Broussard gets it, and that's what the play is. Broussard dodges in, touchdown. Luke Broussard from 2 yards out. Bulldogs extend their lead to 19-7 with the PAT attempt coming.
And if you take a look at the replay here, there he is in the spread formation. It was a run play, quarterback draw all the way right over that right side. Wasn't even touched. And that gives the Bulldogs definitely a more comfortable lead right now at 19-7, awaiting the extra point, which is good. Splits the uprights 20-7. Nederland ahead. We're here at Broncos Stadium in Dayton, Texas, taking a short break to hear a word from our sponsors. Here we go.
Me Up Place, offering iced and hot lattes, smoothies, and fraps that are to die for. The Bean has the largest selection of sugar-free options in the area. Drip coffee as well as cold brew are from all around the world.
Is your air conditioner working hard in the Texas heat? Is your dryer making funny noises? If so, give Bubba's Air Conditioning and Appliance Repair a call. Our certified technicians will fix every AC or appliance problem. Longtime supporters of your Nederland Bulldogs. Bubba's Air Conditioning and Appliance Service in Nederland, located at 136
Carter
Nederland
Pelletier
Avenue.
ready to kick
Wishing
off
the Bulldogs
for the Bulldogs
a
from
safe
the right hash. It looks like he's got an angle kick set up.
2002, the courtyard has been the go-to place for special
That's
events.
what he's got. Fair catch called at the 31 by the Braylon Cook of the Dayton Broncos. It'll be 1st and 10 for Dayton at that time.
No fumble on that one.
Yeah, it's scary whenever you have those. He did call the fair catch.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to admit, it was very satisfying from a Bulldog standpoint when we muffed the kickoff. Dayton recovered, and we were able to hold with that defensive interception.
And Nederland's defense continues to shine through this week, Charlie. Another strong offensive team. They're not doing much against the Bulldogs.
Chris Terrio is very happy with the defense right now.
No doubt about it. He should be.
Washington with the carry over left tackle. Gets good yardage, 4 yards out to the 34.
You know, at halftime, coming back, for the first half, Dayton had 151 yards total offense. That's significantly less than what they've been getting for this season. So Bulldogs have put a clamp on them just like they put a clamp on Texas City last week.
Yeah, you can be very proud of this defense right now. 3 receivers to the right-hand side for Blaine Denton. Makes the handoff,
right
and that is almost over
Oh.
the head or just off the hands of Ashton Garner. And that's
Nolan White would have had his 3rd interception of the game. Like Charlie said earlier, Denton's already thrown 3 interceptions for this game. And
that was behind Garner, and he's upset because he was open on that quick post.
And that's that, you know, he's been quiet. 1 catch, 35 yards. He's got 36 receptions coming into the season, averaging 23.7 yards a reception. And I believe he had 7 touchdowns so far, but they've taken him out of the game. Davion Washington, number 1, on the other hand, he's having a pretty good game tonight.
Yeah, he's hurting them right now, but you got to stop the passing team. When a team is 2-1 passing, you got to do that.
And there's another pass over the middle, and good time Garner drops it. That was there.
That was right in his hands. Yeah. Maybe got to his shoulder pads. It's one of those you got to get your hands out in front. Watch on the replay.
I mean, the pass is there.
Yeah.
You know, but he just doesn't bring it in. So now the Broncos have brought on Orozco, their punter, and they're punting from the 34-yard line. So now with 5 minutes, 17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, Nederland's going to get their hands on the ball again and have an opportunity to do something. We're sitting right here close to Nederland Band, so it's pretty cool to get to hear.
And another quick punt. There was some pressure on him from Landon Kaywood coming from the left end, and Resco punted it too fast.
Marked at the 46-yard line, inside Dayton territory. The Bulldogs they're in good position again and let's go to the truck for another commercial.
Your pick-me-up place, offering iced and hot lattes, smoothies, and fraps that are to die for. The Bean has the largest selection of sugar-free options in the area. Drip coffee as well as cold brew are from all around the world.
Hey, we're back. That was a good commercial for Boston Bean. Let me tell you, they gave us a bagel. Ed Seymour approved. Way to go, Britt Rasco, Boston Bean. Ed loved it. So did I.
Bryson Bryant picked forward to, it looks to be about the 41-yard line there. Handing off from Luke, taking the handoff
So,
from Luke Broussard
Boston
there.
beat.
Nederland's
It
willing
loved
to
it. So did I.
crunch Bryson Bryant. Bryson Bryant following his big lineman, Colby Smith, number 71, leading the way there.
Bulldogs have the ball at the 42-yard line. It's going to be second down. They're looking at about 6 yards, 5 to 6 yards for a first down.
Yeah, 4 yards on first down is always good unless you're trying to come back from 20 behind.
Hey, you'd rather be 3rd and 2 than 3rd and 8. Okay.
Nederland is really running that play clock down. It's down to 6 seconds now, and they're still waiting on the play.
That's okay though. Broussard up the middle. Inside the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And I was real concerned there at the end because he had that knee on the ground and it looked like one of the linebackers took a shot at him.
Yeah.
Watch, he's down right there. And,
hey, but they picked up another 4 yards, Charlie, like you said. So now they're looking at about 3rd and a pretty long 2.
Stimson comes in for Bryant. And it looks like they're flipping the tackle over here. They got a tackle. Wow, they got an unbalanced line to the right. I don't know if y'all are. Here comes Fusilier. Comes into halfback motion. And he's going to get the ball coming. Student body right. Fusilier's got an alley. Fusilier using his speed. One guy to beat. Fusilier knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Student body right. Power sweep right. And Fusilier uses his speed to separate from the defense.
And watch this lane that he has to run through, too. He reads the blocking, just does a tremendous job of reading his blocking. He's really not even touched. He's not touched until he gets inside the 5.
And I want to give a shout-out to Dominic Stimson. That was a fantastic downfield block number 7 put on. I think he ended up getting 2 linebackers to break Fusilier free. Well done. First down and goal. 3-yard line. Broussard hands off to Beresford, gets a running start, and scores from 3 yards out.
And
Mason Beresford.
And not touched. Not touched at all. So the Bulldogs add on to their lead there, 26-7 lead, 3:29 left in the third quarter. They are just doing a great job of when they get the ball this second half, they are putting it in the end zone, and they're beginning to put it out of reach for the Broncos.
Pilotier's point after.
It's good, and it's now 27-7. Bulldogs are up. We're going to send it back to the truck for another word from one of our excellent sponsors that allow us to bring the game to you live and free.
Long time. When you take the level of pride in your craft that we do, it goes by quickly. And when you are dedicated to safely building the finest structures for the plants and refineries that keep our area thriving, you take it seriously. Thanks for 85 years. H.B. Neild & Sons, committed to the next 85 years and beyond.
How about our friends at East Tex Lube and Oil at 1901 Magnolia? Get your state inspection, get your oil change, get your fuel filter. Go to East Tex Lube. Great friends of the Bulldogs.
He didn't call a fair catch, but he does step out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A great pooch kick by Pelletier. They're going to make sure that Dayton does not get a running start on their returns. And that's something, Larry Newman did many, many times. He would rather give them the ball at the 25 or 30 and rely on his defense to shut them down, which the Bulldogs have been able to do so far against this league-leading passing offense that Dayton had.
I was talking about East Tex Lube earlier. Again, our friends over in Port Neches. And just wanted to make sure I made mention of our great Bulldog there in the sky, Brad Hardy.
Yeah.
And now taken and run by his wife, Nicole Lopez. Those are some good friends. So if you support Nederland Bulldog football, go by and let East Tex Lube take care of your vehicle with loving care. And now Denton, he's looking over the middle, and it's underthrown to number 21, Donovan Aribo.
Aribo is his second favorite receiver,
and now
he has not been able to get it to him
over
very
the
much.
middle.
You can see 3 Bulldogs right there, and Aribo was kind of lost himself.
I can't say enough about the Bulldog defense. We're going to start thinking about, okay, who's going to be the Whataburger player of the game on October the 15th? Right now, I'm looking at 11 guys on the field that should be mentioned for player of the game. I do have one in mind in particular, and I'm not going to say his name right now, but, man, all 11 of those guys, if Dayton doesn't get something here, it's going to be really tough for them to get back into the game. There's that wraparound handoff to Davion Washington, so maybe he's still on his feet inside the 50, and he's right here in front of us. I can't begin to tell you what a great view Charlie and I have of this game.
Yeah.
However, there is a flag on the field on the 30-yard line.
I think
we're
you'll
seeing
watch
it so well because of where we're sitting.
Yeah, you'll watch right there. It looked like a little bit of a block in the back. I don't know how big of an impact that was, but the referees are talking about it. But a great run there by that running back. He is hard to bring down, and that wraparound draw has worked two times
that's the
now.
second time they've called that, and I love that call, you know.
Yeah, blocking the back is called against the offense.
Right.
The spot of the foul was back at the 31-yard line, so they'll mark it off from there.
So it's going to bring it all the way down to the 21. It'll be second down again for the Broncos of Dayton High. They have had a chokehold placed on their offense tonight by the Nederland defense. They are used to running it up.
Yeah.
And you can tell being here in the view that Charlie and I have, you can see where they have the talent. They put 35 on Port Neches Groves.
Yeah, and they firmly believe they should have beat the Indians that night.
They put 35 on them, and they cannot get anything going tonight. I know we're the Nederland Bulldog broadcasting team, but Charlie and I are pretty objective. They can't get anything going tonight, and it's because of the defense.
Yeah, Denton is off tonight. I don't know if he's feeling pressure or if he's putting pressure on himself, but he's not. He has not been sharp.
No, he has not. He's been rattled. And now he fakes the handoff to Washington. He's looking over the middle. Now he gets it completed over to number 16, Isaac Ramirez, and he's thrown out of bounds by Nolan White. And he was thrown all the way over to the
particular
bench.
play. Well, that's the wraparound, but that last play was everybody went from left to right, and this one guy drug over from right to left, and he was wide open because everybody was going with the flow. Very well designed play there.
Yeah, and he got the pass there. Now that's a first down for the Broncos. That makes up for that loss that they had. Denton fakes the handoff, and he throws the ball too high. He's trying all that. Here we go. Got a flag on that play, and it appears it might be pass interference. Now they're really trying to do all they can to get that connection between Denton and Ashton Garner.
Yeah, and I can understand why. Leading passer, leading receiver in the district, and they're trying to get it to him. On that particular play, though, the defense just a little bit too tight. And I do think Garner also put on a little bit of an acting thing, but the ball was there. Let's see if they mark it at the spot. That's where they're pointing. We'll see what the referees are going to make the call here. And unfortunately, we're on the visitor side, so everything's backwards. It is a pass interference called against the defense. Let's watch the play again.
Well, and we couldn't quite catch. It looks like maybe they're saying that he got touched before.
Yeah, got tangled up at the point.
Yeah, Nash Leonard was on the coverage. One more time.
It's very quick. Boy, look at that. Look at that. Oh,
can't really tell.
It's right off of camera, unfortunately. That was a very quick pass, a very hard thrown pass by Blaine Denton. It is a first down, and that's what counts for Dayton's standpoint. Right now, they're using the pass and the run to well.
And that handoff goes to number 1, Davion Washington. He goes straight up the middle and picked up about 3 yards on that play, 2-3 yards. It's inside the 45 all the way down to the 43, and it's going to be second down for the Broncos. Of course, they picked up the automatic first down on the pass and interference call.
Johnny Torres, defensive tackle, in on that play.
And we're approaching 2 minutes down the third quarter.
There is no safety. Everybody's gone man here.
Yeah, Broncos
everybody
have
has
to
gone
get
man.
Going.
That's scary.
And he hands it off to Washington.
Yeah, Bulldogs sold out for the run on that one, and they were able to stop Washington right at the line of scrimmage. But a great roll of the dice there by Chris Terrio. I wouldn't do it on third down.
Well, good. Hey, good call by Terrio right there. And kind of surprising that there wasn't an audible at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Terrio, the defense did a great job of hiding that until after Dayton had brought their play in. Now, you would expect an audible because they did still have about 7 seconds on the play clock.
So we're looking at 3rd and 7 for the Broncos.
It's a chess game, and fans oftentimes lose track of that. You got the coaches on either side trying to outguess each other.
Denton receives the snap, drops back. He looks to the right, and it is complete.
Right over the shoulder.
That
Great play.
That pass is completed to number 21, Donovan Aribo.
Travis Roman is in great position, but he could not turn his head, and that's just a time and fly pattern right down the sideline there.
Yes, and gets the ball inside the 20 all the way to the 16-yard line.
A high pass comes over the head of the defender into the hands of the receiver, and again, excellent route, excellent play.
Denton at the 16. Spread formation. And he hands the ball off again to number 1, their man, Davion Washington.
And Johnny Torres, number 66, the senior D lineman, is really making a statement for himself in this game. Great play there. Loss of 1. Anytime you get Washington on a +1 or -1, that's saying a lot.
And, Charlie, we're not going to run another play. They're going to run the clock down probably all the way down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And, yes, indeed, we're going to start the 4th quarter on the other side of the field, just like we did in the 2nd quarter. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, Bulldogs 27, Broncos 7. Let's go hear a word from one of our sponsors.
Actually, end of the 3rd quarter, Bulldogs 27, Broncos 7.
Back in live action now, Dayton, after a good play there, defensive play by Johnny Torres, knocked him back a yard. They got 2nd down and 11 now from the 13-yard line.
And Washington comes out right. He goes all the way around the corner.
Jace Beck able to bring him down from behind, but it's a gain of 4 yards. That'll be 3rd down and 6 yards to go now.
Good replay right here. Again, Washington, he's just following this block and all the way around right. Jace Beck, good play.
Beck was able to get through the offensive forearm that Washington threw out there. Like I say, 3rd down and 6, and Dayton's in 4-down territory. Field goals do nothing for them. Down 20 points in the 4th quarter. Scoreboard still says, is that 3rd? Yeah, they changed it to 4th quarter right then. Okay.
And Denton, he's looking over the middle. Wow. Again, Nolan White.
That was a miscommunication.
Yeah,
he was expecting, I think, the wide receiver to cut inside, and he wasn't able to.
No, and Nolan almost came. That's the 4th time. That could have been another interception by him.
Yeah,
he's already got 2. He almost had 3, and now it was in his vicinity for 4. All right, so big play right here. It's 4th down for Dayton. They need a score.
Yeah, that time Ashton Garner initiated the contact on the defender. I don't know if you saw it there on the replay, but he's the one that ran into the defender, and the referees kept the flag in the pocket. A very wise move there. Fourth down.
Fourth down. They got to get to the 6-yard line for a first down, or they may just go for the end zone. And they fake the handoff. They're looking to, he's open.
Yeah,
open.
But that was offensive pass interference.
Right.
That was offensive pass interference because he knocked the defender on his butt. Pardon my
Now,
French.
do we have a flag on the field?
There's no flag
on
the play.
Well, then that's a touchdown. That's the man that they like to get hooked up with. There it is. That's their man right there. Number 5, Ashton Garner. Touchdown, and they needed it. They got 11 minutes left. If they get the extra point, they're looking at 27-14. And they still got enough time. But, it's all incumbent upon holding the Bulldogs down and them taking advantage of any opportunities that they have to get more points on the board. And that snap was high, but it is still good. Orozco's kick is good. That makes the score 27, Nederland, Dayton 14. Yes. Well, how about our friends at Pizza Inn?
Yeah, when we talk about Pizza Inn, and we want to say something about our dear friend Donnie Broussard. Donnie passed away this week, and we have a long-time relationship with Donnie, not only for Sheffield Productions. I've known the man since the early 70s when friends of mine were working at Pizza Inn in Port Arthur. And Donnie was a true stalwart of the community. You can see him there with Scotty, a true stalwart of the community. He supported all the teams, not just Nederland, but Port Neches, Groves, Port Arthur, everybody.
Yeah, let me say this about Mr. Broussard, because I had the opportunity to meet him a few times. His restaurant on Gulfway that I know you remember real well, Charlie, and we would always go there and eat after football practice, and when you were a coach, and probably even when you were in your time in Port Acres, but a fine man and a business leader, and he's a big loss.
Our prayers with the family and, again, with the employees of Pizza Inn, because Donnie Broussard was a big part of their lives. Bronco kickoff is taken at the 33-yard line.
Signal.
He did not signal it. Tackle, and that's Nolan White, who likes to take the ball.
Yes, he does.
By the way, you see a lot of the players wearing pink as part of the
Bronco
kickoff. I like
kickoff
to see that.
taken
Statements
at
against
the
cancer.
33-yard.
That's nice. Well, Nederland has an opportunity here with 11 minutes left. If they get something on the board, that's probably going to seal the game for them.
They do need to grind that clock down. That's one of the things that Nederland can do with that rushing attack.
Right. And, Dayton, for the first time this half, they moved the ball, but Nederland, I believe, has scored every possession so far in the second half. So let's see if they can keep this going.
And fans, remember, you can see the entire game in high definition on the archive page of Sheffield Productions.
Right.
Handoff given there to Bryson Bryant, the junior running back, has got a lot of action in this game.
Yes, he has.
Got it out to just past the 40-yard line. We'll give him 4 yards on the play, second down. And that's exactly what you want to do. Nederland's going to bleed that play clock down as much as they can.
Keep that clock rolling. They're going to keep it on the ground. And as you said earlier, Charlie, if they're getting 3 or 4 yards, they're going to take that every time.
A 13-point lead is not as good as a 14-point lead. That's
it is
always
not.
The scary part about it.
It means it's within reach.
3 receivers to the far side, 2 to this side. Broussard by himself. There comes Fusilier. Fakes the handoff. Broussard steps back. And he unfortunately was rushed. Couldn't get the ball on that quick out going over to Noah Kendrick. That stops the clock, unfortunately.
Yeah, and take a look at that replay right there. Just a little bit overthrown. Looks like he got his feet tangled up, but
Shanti Allen over there.
You're right, though. That's one thing I noticed. It stopped the clock.
Yeah, it's the one thing I don't like about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, third down. Offensively, Nederland is at their own 40-yard line. Wind is starting to pick up a little bit here, but we have had a dry game. It's not as cool as it's going to be tomorrow morning. We're looking at lows in the 50s the rest of the next few days.
But it is starting to feel better.
Broussard under pressure.
Oh, man.
The ball was his arm was going forward and it's an incomplete pass, but Broussard did not have anybody open. He had to hold the ball a little too long.
And Charlie, that only took up 6 seconds on the clock, so there's still 10 minutes, 10 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, the incomplete pass on second down kind of forced third down being a pass, and
the
Broncos have been able to put a lot of pressure on Broussard.
And, when they get the ball back, if they put another score on the board and there's still 7 or 8 minutes, we still got a very active game here.
Cameron Cooper coming in from his defensive right end put that pressure on Luke Broussard.
Right.
Broussard was sacked 3 times in the first quarter. Fusilier set to punt for Nederland. Let's see if he can get his toe into this one. He does.
Boy.
There is a spiral. Fair catch called at the 25-yard line.
That was a heck of a punt.
By C.J. Hubert, the designated return person, receiver for Denver.
Those old Denver
I said
Broncos.
Denver again, dadgummit.
I love you, Charlie Jelly, man. You just got your mind on Colorado.
Well,
man.
Country Roads Take Me Home. No, I'm not going to be singing that one. Thank you. If they won't let me sing Your Happy Birthday, I'm sure not going to sing John Denver.
I missed out, man. I tell you what, though, I was talking about these bagels from Britt Rasco, and Ed Seymour approved, and that's the closest thing I've had to birthday cake today. So,
Boston. Well, you got one
really
coming
good.
up. Boston Bean. Thank you, buddy.
All right, Davion Washington takes. I just know it was fake. Wow. Well, now
Is that
that's
a fumble?
That's
a fumble. Run with that ball. Run with that ball.
Oh, another fumble. This is crazy.
They knocked it out of ground, but it should be Nederland's ball at that point.
It should be Nederland Bulldog football.
It is.
And the Bulldogs take over. That was some kind of play.
Wow. Here's the replay. Watch
Thank
this
goodness.
again.
This is one you want to have a replay of.
Oh, I sure hope they've got it ready, guys, because that
Cue
was
it
a
up,
lateral
fellas.
pass.
Cue it up. There we go. Well,
it's picked up. The lateral pass is picked up by Nash Leonard.
They're looking at, that was Kendon.
Kendon Fusilier had it and ran with it, knocked it out of bounds.
They knocked it out of his hands. Check it out. So Denton throws it back to Ramirez, who it's a live ball.
Yeah.
And, of course, Kendon picks it up, and then Ashton Garner knocks it out of his hands, and it's out of bounds. But, hey, the Bulldogs have the ball. They're at the 13-yard line. Handoff to Beresford going around right in. He leaps over one defender and gets the ball all the way inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, the Nederland Bulldogs right now have got that killer instinct. They know they can put it away right here.
Check it out.
Body
this is the
right.
second time I've seen him leap. Check him out. He likes leaping in the air. That's pretty cool. Down at the 2-yard line.
Second down and short for Nederland, as you can hear their band firing up here. The Bulldog faithful really looking forward to this turn of events. Clock is running at 9:15 left in the game.
Looking at the sideline for the play.
Beresford at left halfback right next to Broussard. Takes the ball, puts his head down. Does not get the touchdown, but he has the first down.
Down at the first. Down at the.
First and goal, Bulldogs. 9 minutes and counting.
Mic check. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, we're back now. Sorry, guys. We couldn't hear our headphones. We thought we had lost audio. First down and goal from the 1-yard line. Luke Broussard is going to keep it himself, try to get right, but he's going to be taken down at the 9-yard line. Good pursuit there by the Broncos, and that looked like a bit of a mixed-up play there. Broussard was trying to go left with Beresford blocking, but the Broncos penetrated the offensive line too severely. And that's a big loss there.
Yeah, it is, and I know the coaches don't like this, but thank goodness it's second down.
Yeah. Second down and goal from the 9 is a lot different from fourth down and goal from the 9.
Yes, it is. So, again, we got 8 minutes left in the game. Coming up on 8 minutes, 27-14. Bulldogs have a great opportunity to put the game out of reach.
Three receivers on the left side. The post is open. Oh, and that is over the head of Kendon Fusilier. He was wide open at the goal line. Flags on the play, late flags, and both sides are pointing at each other, and that may have been some extracurricular activity after the play. 7:58, the clock stops there. Nederland's incomplete passes are shutting down the clock.
Personal foul Broncos.
And that's a personal foul on the Broncos, so that's
Wow.
going to help. That's going to give it half the distance.
Must have been a late hit after the play. half the distance, but more importantly, first down. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line. Nederland gets first down again on that penalty.
Another golden opportunity.
Clock is running now at 7:50.
And that's what you like to see.
Yeah. Let's keep that clock running.
Yes.
Ethan Fobbs in now. Broussard dodges
right
forward, and did he make it? No, he gets down to the 1-yard line. Luke Broussard with the keeper to the right, following the block of Ethan Fobbs.
Second down.
Broussard keeping those legs going. Second down and goal from the 1-yard line. You talk about it.
Trying to be good.
Well, we got time here.
We're going to score. We're going to score right here, baby. We're going to make it 33-14. And it's going to be out of reach.
Right under center, Broussard scores on a 1-yard keeper.
There we go.
6:58 left in the game. The Bulldogs add 6 more points to make it 33-14.
Sigh of relief, you know?
That was my side.
You were comfortable, but like you said, I mean, one thing goes wrong here or there, you got a 13-point lead, anything can happen. But now, with awaiting the extra point, we're at 33-14, looking at 34-14 inside 7 minutes. It's going to be really difficult for the Broncos to get back into this game. And now, Charlie, we can start thinking a little bit about who the Whataburger player of the game is.
Well, who are you leaning toward? I've got an idea, but who are you?
All right,
we got to choose one. We can't.
We got to choose one. I know, and we're feeling pretty comfortable, regardless of what may happen from this point moving forward.
Right.
But at 34-14. All right, hey, let's think about this. We're going to go hear from one of our fine sponsors. We'll be right back at Broncos Stadium.
Air conditioner working hard in the Texas heat. Is your dryer making funny noises? If so, give Bubba's Air Conditioning and Appliance Repair a call. Our certified technicians will.
Pelletier ready to kick off. You want to go ahead and announce them now? Well, no, let's hold it. We got to get a camera on him.
I think we need to wait until let's wait till 4 minutes left in the game. 4 minutes left in the game. We're going to announce it. But we have made up our mind. That ball was fair. It was a fair catch by number 13, Braylon Cook. Hey, I know we're really excited on October the 15th about this great game here at Dayton, but I do want to just announce, courtesy of my beautiful wife in Port Arthur, that Jose Altuve has just hit a home run. Ted just leaped out of his seat when I showed him the message.
Yeah.
Jose Altuve has hit a home run. The Astros and Red Sox are tied 3-3. They've got to win today, Charlie.
Rob, we're multitasking on Robert Reed's birthday, and that's great. You love that because, again, there are quite a few people interested in both teams.
All right.
I'm just glad the Cowboys aren't playing right now.
Yes. 6:58 left. Thanks for that camera shot of the scoreboard. Denton, see if he can get a little something going here for the Broncos. They don't have much time. And that handoff goes to their main man, number 1, Davion Washington. He gets across the 50. That was a solid pickup right there.
Excellent play there. The linebackers got caught out of position, throwing the wrong way. Watch it here on the replay.
Right on.
Kaywood comes too far upfield, and the linebackers got caught too well inside. The senior, Davion Washington, somebody needs to look at him as well. He's got some speed and
good-looking kid, really good-looking kid. Looks like he picked up about 23 yards on that play right there. So even though you think, hey, we're behind, we need to throw the ball, but they're actually running the ball much better.
Yeah,
there they go again.
Yeah, but there's an offensive movement on the far side. The 3 wide receivers were all moving forward and backward when the line.
And Garner's back over there. He hasn't even moved.
Yeah,
and you can tell it's against him because even the receivers fussing at the quarterback. Yeah, that's coming back. What a shame for them, but. Hey, we're here for the Nederland Bulldogs.
That's true, yeah.
So, thank goodness. You've seen this before even in the pros when they're far down and you think they're going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And they do just the opposite. They run it. It turns out to be more productive play than calling for the pass.
Yeah.
Because you're just not looking for it. Both times, draw-style plays. So what do you think, Charlie, here? A little bit of play action?
Yeah, I would do that. I'm not even the play action. They got to throw it now. First down and 15. They just give it off to Washington. This is a great play. And look at that guy move. Ball's loose. Ball's loose.
Picked up by the Bulldogs. And
that is number 14, Travis Roman.
Travis Roman takes the ball all the way to the 33-yard line. 5:54 left. Bulldogs take over. Another turnover. All right, I'm going to say it one more time, and I'm just going to let it go. We were expecting a high-scoring affair. I don't think we're surprised at all that the Bulldogs have 34 points on the board. I think we really thought that the Broncos were going to have at least 21, 24 points.
But with this many turnovers.
Yeah, the Nederland Bulldog defense has done a great job tonight. Dayton has helped out a little bit with their turnovers because that was a fumble there. They've got 3 interceptions. So
and the earlier fumble there on the lateral.
They've got 5 turnovers on the game confirmed by Ed Seymour, courtesy of Pack Supply.
Yeah. Beresford right up the middle.
And, Charlie, this is what you're going to see. I don't even know if the Broncos will call timeout.
Yeah.
This is what you're going to see the rest of the way.
What I like seeing also is you see Broussard getting close to that touchdown again, but Beresford had both arms on the ball when he hit the line of scrimmage. He's not going to take a chance of having that one popped out.
Right. And just keep the clock rolling because, again, I don't know if Dayton is going to even try to call timeout now because we're looking at about 10:05, 10:06.
I will tell you, though, their defense is sold out for the run. They're playing man across the board. If you ran a post pattern, it's a touchdown.
Another handoff up the middle, and that's a touchdown.
Ethan Fobbs is going to score, number 22. Ethan Fobbs, the senior, scores from 28 yards out with 5:05 left.
And that makes the score now 40-14.
Yeah, that really puts the icing on your birthday cake, Robert.
I like it. I love coming up here. And let me just say, I love everything about this game. It is so much fun. High school football here in Dayton, Texas. Extra point is good, 41-14. And before I talk more about how great high school football is, let's turn it over to the truck for another commercial.
Nederland, our concept is simple and unique. We only have one love, quality chicken finger meals. At Raising Cane's, you get an exceptionally high-quality product served quickly and conveniently. We will not compromise our quality or cut corners. Because this community has helped us grow and supported our success, we're able to lend a hand towards someone else's success. Always supporting the Bulldogs.
Dayton, Texas for the kickoff. It is a fair catch by number 13, Braylon Cook. So the Broncos are going to see what they can do again. One more time. They are down 41-14. The game is out of reach. 5 minutes left in the game. But they're not going to lay down, Charlie. They're going to keep trying to do something and get some positive yardage. But I did want to say how much fun this game is because of where we're sitting. We're in the stands. We're right here in front of the press box. As the evening has gone on, it's got a little bit cooler. It's an awesome breeze.
Beautiful night. Beautiful night.
And we're sitting right here pretty close to the band. So you're getting the entire Friday night experience here. And it's just awesome. I haven't had this much fun in quite a while. All right, so Blaine Denton drops back to pass, rolls to the left. Throws it out, but it was caught out of bounds by number 16, Isaac Ramirez.
Yeah.
All right. Charlie Jellin is now going to talk about one of our good friends.
The Port Arthur News, Chris Moore of Port Arthur News, knows Nederland football. He's been in the area his entire life, knows this. They always write some excellent stories and follow up, not only about Nederland football, but about all Nederland sports. And the neat thing about the Port Arthur News is they update things online, so you can get a subscription that is in print and also online. So check out the Port Arthur News. Empower yourself with the Port Arthur News.
Denton throws to the left sideline where he does make a connection with number 6, Ryan Wilson. I believe, I'm sure that Ed will nod at me. That's Wilson's first reception for the game.
Travis Roman over there on the, wouldn't really say push out because Wilson was kind of diving for the sideline at that time. Stop the clock, though. That's the important thing is Dayton is trying to get some points here and work on their offense as well. They've still got a good district schedule coming up. And
all
again,
right, Tim
all
rolls. He rolls out to the right, and he completes it. That's a nice catch right there.
Donovan Arebo says, I caught it right there.
Donovan Arebo on that catch.
Yeah.
All right, so move the chains up. It's another first down. Hey, man, let's go ahead and talk about the player of the game while they're out there on the field. Okay, so camera, you know who the player of the game is. I want you to focus in on this kid. He's on the field. Charlie, do I get to announce him? All right, well, you're going to here's the number. The number is here. Denton takes a snap. He's looking over the middle, and it is incomplete. Okay.
And there he is.
All right, that's him right there.
Number 23.
Number 23. I get to announce him on October the 15th. The player of the game is number 23. He had 2 interceptions. He's a safety. He almost had 4 interceptions. That's how much he's been around the ball. Nolan White is the Whataburger player of the game, number 23. We could have given it to the entire defense because even though we have 41 points, they were the difference game. We can't begin to tell you, Dayton's strong offensively. They got shut down, and there's your man right there, number 1, Davion Washington. He's still on his feet. He kind of got a little bit of Kendon Fusilier in him. He's still on his feet.
Yeah, he runs the same way, and he's not going down.
Yeah, so check that out. I mean, the kids had a good game, but the Bulldogs have shut this team down like they shut Texas City down last week. So the defense has been just huge for this team the last 2 weeks, Charlie, as we approach 4 minutes left in the game. And the Broncos still have the ball. They're still rolling.
And one thing I do want to point out, you can tell the superior conditioning here of the Bulldogs. No cramps at all. They're running all full tilt all over this field.
No, and boy, I mean, the weather's just got so nice.
Very
as
nice
the game
out
has
here.
rolled on. All right, there's another reception to number 21, Donovan Arebo. And Donovan runs out of bounds to stop the clock.
Nederland's giving up the out routes. They're making sure that nothing goes down the middle for a quick strike.
And we're moving the chains. It's another Bronco first down.
In the Nederland band, all this being played right in front of them to the right here, and they've increased their volume by a factor of 3.
Yes, they have. I'm looking at Ed over here. I think he's going to start nodding his head a little bit.
That's a good song.
He knows the victory is here. Celebrating these last minutes of a Bulldog win. Nice bounce back from the first loss of the season in Texas City. Denton hands off to Washington, who goes straight up the middle, gets across the 10-yard line, over to the 7. Ed, how many yards does Washington
Landon
have?
Kaywood in on the stop there. And it's going to be first down and goal. They've got the ball spotted right. It looks like at the 8-yard line is where they've got the ball spotted.
Right
Dayton,
on.
First and 10. Clock
Right
should
on.
now start at 3:46 left in the game.
Okay. Let me see it again. All right. Okay, so Denton takes the snap, hands off again to Washington. Now, I'm going to say Washington right now, get this stat, and now 25 carries, 145 yards. The last running back that had a huge game like that was the one for Silsby.
Yeah.
He was a workhorse running back for them in that game. I think that kid, I'm looking at Ed, the one from Silsby had, about 35, 36 carries, a little over 200 yards in the game. Washington's a talented running back, and like Charlie said, I'm sure who knows? He might be a Lamar Cardinal next season.
I was somewhat surprised, Dayton getting away from their passing attack. But again, with Blaine Denton kind of having an off night tonight, it makes perfect sense to put it in the hands of Washington.
And there he is. He's running again. He's coming out right. Now he cuts it back inside. We got a flag on the play.
Flag on the play, I think, from the back judge. They're going to call offensive holding on that one.
Yes, and we're at 3 minutes left in the game. Getting a little bit breeze here, but I'm not complaining because it just feels awesome.
Holding called against the offense. That'll be 10 yards from that spot. So it's still going to be second down and goal to go, but it's going to be out around the 17 or 18-yard line.
Right.
And he's still walking back. He puts it at the 19-yard line.
Okie doke. Fine. 3 minutes. Second down. And it is second and goal.
Yeah.
And they're at the 19, so not a really comfortable position. The clock's rolling.
Watch that pick play over there on the far side. That
trips left.
There it goes.
And Washington, it was a fumble snap. Washington just picks it up.
Whoa, good tackle there.
Yeah, that sure was.
Good tackle there by number 63, David Jara, coming in for the Bulldogs, giving some of the non-starters a chance to get out there on the football field. Watch 63 make the tackle there. Good shot, buddy.
Yeah. There's some guys getting a little bit of playing time mixed in with the starters.
Third down and long. He did gain 2 yards on the play.
All right. They'll be aiming for the end zone here. Denton receiving the snap. He's looking right. He's still looking right. And that pass is – man, he almost made a one-handed catch. Not quite, though.
Ricky Galvan was there in coverage and had the inside route. And you got to give Blaine Denton credit. He threw it where the defender couldn't touch it. It was on that outside shoulder, and that NFL guys make that catch.
Yeah, they
UIL,
do.
It's a little harder.
It is. Guys that are 5'8", that's a pretty difficult catch to make.
2:02 left in the game. 41-14, Bulldogs over the Broncos. The Dayton Broncos.
Dayton, yes, I know.
It's not Denver, Charlie. How many times? 4 times? Ed's keeping a track of that on the stat.
Yeah,
Ed's
how many times
have I
Ed's over
messed
here,
up
and he's
tonight?
like, I never confused Denver for Dayton or Dayton for Denver, for that matter, So, all right, 4th down, and they go into the end zone. It's not going to be completed. And
incomplete pass, 156.
You had 4 Bulldogs back there, including our Whataburger player of the game, number 23, Nolan White. And now the Bulldogs are going to take over. And if Dayton's not going to call timeout, Charlie, I'd say the Bulldogs can pretty much line up in the victory formation.
Yep. But it all depends.
Hey, let's go to a quick word from one of our great sponsors.
Taco Ray on Nederland Avenue is the original king of tacos in Southeast Texas. Award-winning Mexican food favorites like spicy beef nachos, sizzling fajitas, and seriously addictive salsa. Andale, Taco Ray. Go Bulldogs.
All right, back here in Dayton, Texas.
First down and 10, 156. Broussard. Running backs on either side of him. I tell you what, I think that's number 12. That's one of the underclassmen, Adrian Esquivel.
Heck yeah, he's played a little bit.
Yeah, it's coming in on offense, and he gets to carry the ball, gains a couple of yards, so he gets in the book as an offensive rusher tonight.
Right. I remember when we didn't know who he was, and somebody texted in and said, had his name.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown.
Now we know who Adrian is.
He scored a touchdown in the Houston-Austin game, and we had to rely on the fans who are always watching to let us know what was going on.
I like that.
Yep. Mid-course corrections, we'll call that.
Right.
Play clock down to 3 seconds. Broussard just downs it. That's a deep victory formation. He ends up losing 4 yards. I hate that. But they did start the game clock, and it's down under a minute now. And if Dayton is not going to call a timeout, we're going to have one more play, and then that'll do it.
Right, and some of our awesome fans who drove to the game, they're starting to make their way toward the parking lot.
Next week, 5 Point Credit Union will be the host.
Right.
As the Mont Bellevue Barbers Hill Eagles will be coming to town to play your Nederland Bulldogs. Bulldogs will be 2-1 in district, this very tough district that Nederland plays in. Broussard downs it, and that is going to be the ball game, 41-14. And we appreciate you staying with us live and free. And remember, this game and the halftime will be archived on Sheffield Productions YouTube channel.
And we wanted to say that we had a good time here at Dayton. We won't have. We also want to thank our awesome crew that we have here with Sheffield Productions, and over here at Dayton, they were very good hosts for us. The Bulldogs now stand at 6-1 for the season. 3 games left to be played. We only have one road game left, which will be 2 weeks from, actually on Thursday, 2 weeks from tonight in Kingwood. But we do play, as Charlie mentioned, the Eagles from Barbers Hill. They come to visit Nederland. And then our last game of the season will be against Crosby. That's going to be a big match. It's also going to be senior night. But the Bulldogs remain looking good for playoff game after November the 5th. And this was a all-around solid win for them, both on defense and offense. They limited a pretty good offensive team in the Dayton Broncos. Dayton has a lot of firepower, but it didn't show up tonight. So on that note, Ed, do we have any stats for the end of the game? Our man Ed Seymour from Pack Supply. I tell you what, we're going to share that with you online. But again, as you take a look at the Bulldogs and they're gathered in the middle of the field to hear some remarks from Coach Barrow, they leave Dayton, Texas, Broncos Stadium tonight, holding their heads high. And Whataburger player of the game again is number 23, Nolan White. He and the entire Bulldog defense, let's just say that they deserve a patty melt when they get back to Nederland and go to that awesome Whataburger on Nederland Avenue. But on that note, we look forward to bringing you the game next week against Barbers Hill. The game, as always, will be live and free. And again, there he is right there, number 23, Nolan White. So we had a lot of fun here with you in Dayton on October the 15th. Robert Reed here with Charlie Jellin and our stat man, Ed Seymour, always on board to bring you the game and just having a good time calling a Friday night football game. The Friday night experience here in Dayton was a lot of fun. We enjoyed being here in the stands. And, hey, if we could do it again, we certainly would. But we'll be at Bulldog Stadium next week for another exciting Friday night contest as your 6-1 Nederland Bulldogs will face the Barbers Hill Eagles. So for Charlie Jellin and Ed Seymour, this is Robert Reed. We're signing off from Broncos Stadium in Dayton, Texas. See you next week, everybody, live and free on Sheffield Productions. Good night.